The world is full of wonders.
Magic is stirring with all new potential.
And monsters might be danger or a friend in a fight.
But if you love a good story,
the adventures are just getting started.
Are you ready to meet some new friends along the way?
this is the Storyteller Squad Expanded Universe. Hello, adventurers. Welcome back to the Storyteller Squad. Thanks for joining us for the third iteration of our Expanded Universe series, featuring our lovely guest players from across the TTRPG creator space. This is episode 1 of 4, which can be enjoyed as a standalone adventure, but also connects to the story of our main series and our ongoing Monster of the Week campaign. Minor spoilers and Easter eggs lie ahead, but before we begin, let's check in with our heroes.
You humans are so fragile. Just stay behind me. I'll handle this. I'm Z. They, them.
Things go missing all the time. No matter what you heard, I didn't do it. I'm Pine. She, they.
I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt, but given the track record, Pine definitely did it.
Why you gotta rat me out like that, man? Don't I get a pass for being new?
Pine, you've done so many crimes, the paperwork is weighing down my desk.
Hey, there is no paper trail. I didn't even get caught.
God damn it. I'm Rook, he, him, and I'm the putz who's in charge of this group.
Well, time to get busy living or get busy dying. From the look of things, we're probably all headed for the second one. I'm Corinne Hastings, she, her.
You're so good for morale, Hastings.
Maybe just be a little more positive. Just a little bit.
I'm pretty positive we could all die.
Jesus Christ, Corinne! Remember the trust exercises? The new agency initiative. Trusting your team is the key to success.
I remember those exercises. Not a single person caught me.
Okay, well, you did the trust fall before we were even ready to catch you.
If someone says trust fall, you're just supposed to go right into it, I thought, right?
No, if I say we're gonna eat, and I've got ingredients to make a cake, you don't just eat the raw ingredients.
Why not?
Fine, I swear to God.
Raw food is fine. It's not as bad as everyone says.
I'm Natalie Fuinia, your keeper of monsters and mysteries. Let's have an adventure. Eastie Agency Report 112178. The North End and downtown districts of Boston have become shrouded in an expanding aura of timeless night. There are reports from within the affected area circa 10 p.m. indicating a massive localized blackout, corresponding to no known grid circuit or infrastructure. Reports and communications from within the zone have ceased since 3 a.m. Satellite imaging indicates the zone is expanding at a slow but accelerating rate. If left unchecked, estimates place the aura encompassing the city by early tomorrow local time. Authorities are responding to missing persons reports across the city as they continue to pour in. Public concern has reached yellow level. Initial detection spells indicate the presence of 2 incredibly powerful entities within the zone. Local Eastie Agency response team deployed. Orders: monitor and continue observation until support from head office arrives. Remain vigilant. Extreme caution advised. Affirmative. Rook team responding. Internal alert. Incursion level threat suspected. Rogue team response requested. Affirmative. Agent Brightwood en route to assist. Our camera opens on Boston Common, shrouded in a mysterious, dark orb. Within the orb, as we pass through, we see that despite the time being mid-morning, this area of the city is under an effect causing it to appear as though it were night on the Common. And we see at the Boston Common Carousel, crowds of people aimlessly wandering about, their eyes glowing with strange silver halo. Hiding behind 2 of the horses on the carousel is a paramedic and her wounded coworker. She whispers to him, "I think I see a break in the formation. You think you can run out of here?" He says, Not with my leg like this. Just go. Tell people what's going on in here. I ain't leaving you behind. Come on, we can make it. They're dispersing a little bit by the trail. Let's try it. Two of them get up and start to rush past people. The people they pass react and begin to follow, first at a slow pace, then at a light jog, speeding up to try and catch up to them. The man with the injured leg stumbles and falls on the gravel trail. His partner skids to a stop and turns back to help him up. They are surrounded by more of these drone-like individuals. There are murmurs from the crowd as they approach, and the two paramedics, unarmed, await their fate. One of these aimless, wandering individuals is pushed aside. Who would like to introduce their character first?
I mean, if somebody's shoving, I think that's gonna be my boy Rook. If anybody's gonna shove a fucker, it's me. Oh wait, is it okay for swearing and stuff like that?
You're good.
Okay, thank fuck. All right. So Rook is pretty built, very obviously trained to be more battle ready, right? He's wearing the basic equipment, stuff like that, and he would look like your average attractive, tortured soul that every bisexual woman with daddy issues would be into, except for the fact that on one side of his face, you can see this inky blackness sort of weaving its way all over, looking almost as if how a burn would look in terms of the spread. It's clear that he was touched by something otherworldly, though he doesn't talk often about when and how and why. So that side of his face, one eye is completely black, but to where you never see a reflection, and some people wonder if there's even an eye still there. His other one is a nice, warm amber brown. His hair is a chestnut, except for this white, silvery streaks on the side that has been caressed by the untold horror from his past. He's got some stubble, and on the arm that was also claimed by the darkness, he has a robotic prosthetic.
A tortured zaddy?
A tortured zaddy, yeah. He's very tortured, very sad, very sexy.
We just started.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Rook, would you like to roll protect someone to help these paramedics?
Yes, I would. So I do have a never again.
Mm-hmm.
In combat, I may choose to protect someone without rolling, as if I had rolled a 10 plus, but I may not choose to suffer little harm. But I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do protect with a 10 plus.
Gotcha.
Damn, he is very Papa Bear. I'm gonna say all impending danger is now focused on you.
Okay. Rook, you push this figure away, clearing at least a small opening for the paramedic and her partner. And the figure you push stumbles, but then turns their head back to look at you. And you do see their eyes whited out by this sort of glowing silvery gray aura. And this being with their sort of slack-jawed expression opens their mouth and they say, "Levitated Mass is a 2012 large-scale public art sculpture by Michael Eisner at Reisnick Lorthlon at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art." They bring their hands towards you as if they're trying to shove you to the ground.
What the fuck was that? I guess he's gonna try to, weave and dodge or move out of the way. He does have some brass knuckles, but he doesn't want them to get close enough. And then for his gear, I did choose specialist weapons, which are meant for destroying your foes. Now, I know we don't know what this is exactly, but based on his backstory, I don't know if we would have gotten, a little something, or I can just change it to, sawed-off shotgun.
We can talk about weapons and gear in a little bit. This is just a quick little intro to get everybody on the board.
Yeah, of course, my bad. I went all in.
No, you're fine. So, this person's reaching for you, but luckily, one of your teammates is here as you call out, "Corinne, what the hell is this?" Agent Hastings, would you like to describe your character and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Agent Hastings is a relatively tall, 5'7" woman who has this long, wavy black hair pulled into a bit of a ponytail and then some round, black framed glasses, and is currently dead focused on the creature that seems to be spouting facts at you. She yanks out a silver sword from her belt and just goes, "I mean, technically he's right, but also he left out some of the info on the controversial background of that particular statue. I mean, honestly, are you interested in this? We could learn more about..." And then can I run up and try and help in some way?
Sure. If you want to try and subdue this individual going for your team leader, you will act under pressure.
Ooh, I love acting under pressure. And I believe I can roll plus sharp instead of plus cool because I have a move that says I've read about this sort of thing.
Hey!
All right.
I will say, you know what zombie-like behavior looks like and how best to subdue someone suffering from that condition. So we will say that in your Eastie agency training, you are well equipped with both lethal and non-lethal ways of bringing down shambling humanoids.
Perfect. I'm going to go straight for lethal because I rolled a 12.
Damn.
So you see Corinne just sprint up and still with an unbroken spouting of sentences about this particular statue, just kind of like buzzing in your ear. She passes you. She goes and like swings the sword and drives it right through the section underneath the creature's jaw and tries to drive it into the brain.
Okay. You rush forward with your silver sword shining. We see a flash of gold as Special Agent Brightwood appears next to you and intercepts your blade with her hand.
Hey!
And she says, "Let's dial it back just a little, Agent Hastings. These people might still be alive."
Oh, great. The God Squad's here.
Fine, just let go. I like this sword. It was a gift.
She will let go, and you can use the butt of your blade to sort of clock this person in the face, and they collapse to the ground. Meanwhile, as the paramedics get closer to what you would all know as the edge of this zone, a pair of these shambling figures step out from behind a tree in their path, and they go to tackle the paramedics as they're trying to escape. We hear one of the creatures saying, "Mark George Miller, born August 13th, 1956, an American former professional football player who was quarterback." They just go on and on and on and on. However, we've not seen all of Team Rook appear on the scene. Z, would you like to step in?
They start shambling forward, and then out of a blind pass, you see someone line back this person, shoulder tackle them at high speed to the point where it's just a blur. You hear body hit body impact, the lightest of growls passing by, like, and then thrown to the floor to give space to the paramedics. "Bishop is here. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop."
Yeah, they rush past without question.
It's like, okay, buddies, the shambling Wikipedia. I don't understand what that bit's about, but let's go, I guess. Am I supposed to kill you? And I look back at Rook.
He's just frantically waving his arms like, "Put to sleep! Don't kill! Don't kill!" Gestures with his hands.
All right, this is gonna be weird.
Can we get a description on Z?
Yeah, so I guess camera pans up as like they get into a fighting stance. You see the least professional getup you could possibly think of. So like hoodie, sweatpants, like leather jacket over it. They are dark skin with hazel eyes, freckles, and the sides of their head is shaved. They have dreadlocks. On the ends they're tipped in blonde, put into a ponytail bun situation so that at least people can't try to grab it. I don't think they're going to get anywhere close to grabbing it anyway. That's some guts, just in general.
Their guts on the floor.
Thank you, exactly. And you probably see biker gloves, and slipped onto them are also brass knuckles ready to go.
We see you handling several of these shambling individuals by yourself, but I think we will see as the paramedics run actually fully out of the aura and towards the sawhorse line that's been put around this barrier. They rush past an individual sitting with a laptop open, kicking their feet on the little sawhorse. Pine, let's get our last hero introduced.
Pine, they definitely say they're 4 feet tall, but like at least half a foot of that is hair. Big, beautiful dark curls, even bigger ears, very goblin-esque character. Every tooth is sharp, almost like a shark. Very big gold eyes. Kind of terrifying if you just saw them in an alleyway, almost like they're glowing at you. But very classic mobster outfit, like a white button-up with some black suspenders and black pants. And the shoes aren't shiny anymore, but you definitely know they used to be. And a few nice, like, little pocket protector and, like, what's it called? A nice gold-looking pin on the pocket. And some expensive-looking cuff buttons.
Cufflinks?
Cufflinks?
Yep.
Yeah, cufflinks. It definitely looks like, how did you afford these expensive brands you're wearing? And, like, definitely probably stole them.
And yet somehow the most sharply dressed of the agents here.
Yep.
Listen, if you want to make a statement, sometimes you gotta look a certain way.
You hear on a little earpiece, which all of you are equipped with, the voice of Special Agent Brightwood as she calls to you. Agent Pine? I don't have eyes on you. Are you okay?
No, I was just a little busy. Looks around at the wallets that they definitely didn't just take from these people, just in a little pile in the corner.
Are you outside the aura? Get in here. We need your help.
Okay, and just starts putting the wallets in a side pouch.
Oh my god. We just got Pine their own backpacks solely for wallets. Like, we haven't even tried to stop them from stealing. We're just like, okay, just put them in the wallet backpack, and then we'll eventually return them.
Look, I give them back their IDs and the annoying stuff, okay?
You pride yourself on the one time when you caught somebody with a fake ID, and you were like, ha! See, I prevented underage drinking!
This person's been using an empty Charlie card for months.
And you think I'm the criminal?
This person has one punch left for a frozen yogurt. They haven't touched it.
This is a smaller bag just for Dave and Buster's cards specifically.
Baskin Robbins.
Pine, you begrudgingly walk your way into the aura and see before you, well, newly assigned team members, as you are the newest member of Team Rook. The rest of your team are busy at work, subduing this crowd of these strange information-spouting people, who, again, are all dressed in civilian attire. None of them are wearing anything particularly out of place for a Boston park. And also, aside from maybe a few bruises or scrapes, they all do seem to be living people. However, they do have this sort of mindless, droning nature to their action and speech. So, Rook team, let's get one more round of act under pressure from everybody, and we'll give you all a chance to be cool and heroic as we open up our story.
Sweet.
Under pressure.
Pushing down on me.
That's 11, but I'm not chill, y'all, so it's a 10.
I got a 10 as well.
Nice. 2 10s.
Hey, I also got a 10.
Sick.
Amazing.
We're so good at our jobs.
Rook?
Listen. That's a 7.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm a little stressed out, okay?
Yeah.
Like, backstory reasons. Seeing a giant dark sphere that's corrupting people, Rook is a wee bit upsetty spaghetti, you know.
Yeah. Well, we can go in reverse order. Pine, do you want to describe how you help bring down one of these wiki zombies?
Pine's gonna run up to one that looks like a businesswoman of some kind, a very expensive looking suit that they just got out of work, and immediately goes and just grabs like their jacket, and it looks like they're trying to yank it to steal it away, but then they just put it over their head and tie the sleeves so that they can't see. So just like, all right, stop that right now. I don't know if your bites do something.
Nice. Yeah, as you get it around their face, they then end up stumbling backwards. They get tabletopped by a park bench and just sort of like fall into the bench and kind of slump against the armrest there. Z, how are you dealing with your opponents?
Do these run? Are they like runners?
They don't quite run. Like, they're not sprinting, but they can move faster than just like a dragging foot shuffle.
Like just a little like pep in their step ever so
They got a
often?
little pep in their step, yeah.
Okay, so
Is it like the dad walk when he sees like one of his old like acquaintances and he's like, hey, Jonathan, and they do that like Midwestern jog,
It's
you
definitely
know?
the two friends meeting in a restaurant for dinner after a
Yeah.
long time of not seeing each other walk.
man, these are so amazingly specific.
Yes.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Who let this guy in here?
How the hell are you?
So essentially one is like a jaunty jog forward, the fastest one of them, and then you see the camera pan, and then you just see Z also catching up. Hey, sup? And then headbutts them as hard as possible, and then they crumble to the floor. Whew. Love that one.
Yeah, you are tearing through this crowd of zombies, just knocking several of them to the ground. Corinne, what are you up to in this fight?
Corinne spots Pine as they've arrived in here with us, and she just says, "Hey, Pine, be careful not to kill anyone. We haven't learned much, except that they all seem to be really into like super niche stuff, but don't let them swarm you." And you all see Corinne sheath her sword and just pick up a big stick to wave around and smack people with. Can I listen to what one of these folks are saying as they approach?
Sure. Let me pull up an article.
Just because I like hearing this part.
Jingtong Railway Station is a railway station located in Tingxi District, New Taipei, Taiwan. It's located on the, it just goes and goes and goes about this train station.
Honestly, this whole description is just me and my autistic homies hanging out and hyper-focus dumping on each other.
It's giving me joy in a very interesting way.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I also shamble after civilians, and I'm like, did you know that incubi and succubi were not originally gendered terms?
I hope one of them's like a recipe.
Oh my god, I love this representation.
Corinne just goes, I bet it's terrible this time of year, and then just like clotheslines someone with a stick.
Nice.
Oh my god.
All right, we finish on Rook. Like you say, you're distracted. This strange orb of darkness has you remembering things from your past. And I think maybe when one of the zombies, like, it gets hold of you, like some big linebacker-shaped person, they get their arms around you and they just start going on and on.
Did you know that there's a type of shrimp that can see more colors than we are able to? Baby girl.
Pistol shrimp are known for snapping their pincher claw so quickly it creates a plasma bubble, which is enough to kill other fish. You hear something whispered in the voice of this person, sort of behind the facts that are being said. It's a growl, almost like a frustrated growl. And this throws you off a little bit. So the price you will pay, you're going to take 1 harm, ignore armor, as the darkness on the side of your face pulses like a migraine, and you sort of go limp in this one wiki zombie's arms.
Ooh. So when you say ignore armor, I have a +2 to armor from 2 different things. So ignoring both of those?
Ignoring both of those.
Damn, okay. He's gonna go really quiet. Usually he's known to have like some backhanded, like jaded remark.
Yep.
Trying to keep this team's spirit up, but I think it's the first time you've seen Rook go quiet when fighting someone.
As you go sort of quiet and limp, we see Agent Brightwood as she finishes tying someone to a lamp post with like a little pack of zip ties she's got on her belt. I guess I'll describe her. People who are new because they're just starting the series here. Agent Brightwood is about 5'8". She has light brunette hair that's tied into a little loose ponytail, and she's wearing a dark magenta jacket over what is basically a like super spy suit, mostly whites and grays, lots of paneling. And she has, especially in this nighttime aura that you all are in right now, glowing amber eyes and her set of wings, because Aiden is the divine. She ties this person by their wrists to a lamppost just so they can't keep coming after you, and she'll rush over, and with her divine strength, she just pries this person off you without much effort, but she will then lift this person and stuff them into a like recycling bin that's near the bench that someone else has leaned up against. And then she will kneel down and put a hand on your shoulder, and she says, "Hey, are you okay? What happened? Did they hurt you?"
No, I'm all good. Thanks for the assist. Startled me. I'm okay. And he's gonna dust off, get up, and he might shoot Corinne kind of a look like a, hey, you know the thing we talked about a lot? The thing, yeah. Something is going on with the thing.
We'll say with this, you have successfully subdued this gathering of these mindless drones. And we can take a moment for you all to get your bearings inside the aura and inside the park here at the carousel. What would you like to do, hunters?
Whew. Oh, that felt great. Did you see that, Kern? Did you see it? Right hook, left hook, right hook, uppercut. Like, that was on point. You don't know nothing about that.
No, one of these guys might.
Rook looks sadly on because he does know martial arts, but like, I know what it was, and I thought it was really cool.
I played Tekken once a very long time ago. I think it kind of looked like that.
Very Mortal Kombat-y.
That is greatly diminishing the things that I have done, and I'm offended.
Good going, Corinne.
Sorry.
Pine's just going through the wallets and discarding all the ones with no money in them. And just, all right, okay, I have the number. Money. Ugh, bad ID picture.
Can I go through and pick up the IDs that are kind of being left behind Pine as they walk? and look at like addresses or anything and kind of like look around and see if there's anything that these people have in common or if they just happen to all be in this area.
Sure. Why don't you roll Investigate a Mystery?
Oh boy. That'd be a 9.
With a 7 and 9, hold 1. So you can ask one of the questions.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to ask what happened here in a general sense.
Okay. As you look at the IDs, as Pine is sort of discarding wallets and pocketing the cash, you see most everyone here lives in or around Boston. They're all Massachusetts addresses. These appear to all be local folks who are being affected by whatever's causing their behavior to be like this. And if you cross-reference it, right, with your agency database, you'll note that at least one of these people matches a missing persons report that's been filed in the last, few hours since this phenomena began.
Do I get the sense that people are being attracted to this location?
I think based on other clues, you would think no. There's a couple of young women who you see Agent Brightwood has sort of zip-tied to a small tree just to keep them from going anywhere. And you see they're wearing club attire, which would imply that maybe they didn't make it home. Because again, you know that this sphere of darkness seems to have kicked off sometime early in the morning.
I'm just going to kind of throw over my shoulder.
Hey, some of these people are missing. Or were missing. I guess we found them. So, go us.
Another victory. We're so good at this.
Let's keep on stacking it up. And I would also like to roll a mystery, but I would like to use my shapeshifting ability to enhance my odds here.
Okay.
So you see the lips start splitting down the seams up to the jaw, and then teeth come in, fur grows in. Just the top half starts turning into that of a wolf. A little disproportionate, but just using the senses that are needed. And then you see those threads, just super cozy, but now starting to actually fit around the neck of this being. And you see red threads start to fill in a little bit to show that it's activating to match up with the size.
Yep.
And goes up to the person they headbutt, because we haven't zip-tied that person yet, but taking in a deep whiff to see if there's any underlying sense that might be on them.
Sure. Okay, yeah. I think it's still Investigate a Mystery.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, and then sharp 9, 10. So, yeah.
Okay. With a 10, you get to ask 2 questions.
Sick. Okay. What sort of creature is it?
Okay. Well, we know Z is a shifter, which is a type of folk. And so I think they would recognize the scent of, 2 scents, actually. One has almost a sourness to it. Still folk, but something that has been afflicted or corrupted in a way such that the usual signature baseline magical sense of a folk being is tinged with a dry, smoky scent, like burning very, very old wood, a dusty kind of smoke. And the second is one that I think you probably have not smelled yourself personally, but just an instinctive sort of knowledge kicks in through your shifter bloodline of, again, this one's also, it's not quite right, but it has draconic undertones.
Ooh.
And it is odd that there are 2 distinct scents on this person.
Yeah, okay.
And I will just give you, as you use your canine sense of smell to just sift through the many different scent triggers, you smell old rainwater and the dirt of many, 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 many shoes and footsteps, and sort of a stale underground sort of smell, and the smell of rust and brick. Having been stationed in Boston for a while, there's the unmistakable scent of a tea station.
Okay. Taking all that in and processing them, the next question would be, what will be affected next?
You would know that Park Station is nearly the whole park away. And this person, if they were there at some point, has made it across the park. And you also know from just initial reports when you were called in to respond to this, that the area of influence of this nighttime curse has been growing. And you imagine that if the people who have been affected by it are able to traverse this far in so little time, if it continues to grow, there's no telling how far its reach might start to affect.
Okay. Does that thing where like a dog is trying to figure something out and then they're doing that with their head, they turn it to the left and to the right.
Tilting their head back and forth, yeah.
Corrupted folk, if that's the right way to describe that. Draconic? Wood and burning smell. And underground grime. Train station.
And like looks in a direction where they think it is.
Does it live in the tea?
Z, I have kind of an odd request.
Shoot.
Would you be willing to smell me on the cursed side to see if maybe there's a correlation?
At the smell me part, they just raise an eyebrow and then you said the curse side. And I was like, that's fair.
Sniff my good side. He jokingly calls it his good side because it's horrific.
Rolls their eyes.
I should have led with what you would be smelling.
I could do that.
And inhales deeply. Do I have to roll again for this? Or
No, we'll roll this into a character interaction. I think you do. You pick up on a similarity between the darkness that's spreading across your team member's face and that sort of acrid wood smoke mixed with a folk sense.
So there is a connection.
There's definitely a connection here, yeah.
Whoa. Smells the same.
Fuck.
You got shadow cursed before?
I don't know, but stuff is coming back. I don't even remember what my mother looked like, but I guess I was able to remember what took her, so that's delightful.
Quickly shifts again, top half. Reduce down again, and then now the upper part is swimming a little bit at the neckline before it readjusts with the hoodie. Just more to add to your edge, sir.
Sometimes I just want to be smooth.
You're such a dad.
I'm in my 30s. I'm not a dad, okay?
Sir, the energy though.
Fine.
And not the fun kind, and then walks away.
He just stares blankly as they walk away. Just not even like the fun dad stuff. Not even the fun dad. Like, you've seen me on the grill. Damn. Wings.
Aiden says, I have a friend with a lot of unintentional dad energy too. I think you gotta own it.
Are you talking about Jesus Christ right now? Because that's the only good thing that could come of this.
No, I never met him. She will follow you, Z. Did you say draconic?
Yeah, never personally smelled, but I've been told about it.
And there was the massive blackout too.
Yeah.
All right, you all stay here and see if we can figure out what's going on with these people. And those. And she points, and you see a little ways down the trail more figures, but these are completely still and motionless. And if you have like a powerful flashlight that has like a very projected beam and flash those over, we could even say that like the light off her wings sort of illuminates them enough that you see that these are, well, they look like statues, but they're definitely of people mid-run with tortured expressions on their face.
Fuck that. Hate that.
Agency threat response detected 2 really strong energy signatures within this aura. I'm gonna go check out the station and follow Z's lead. We still don't know what's doing this, so unless I signal you, stay out of there. I'm the only backup we've got right now. So if I have to fight something, I can't afford to hold back at all. And if you're too close when that happens, you could get hurt.
Oh.
So, be safe, take care of each other. She will start to jog away and then lift up into the air on her wings, headed towards the station across the park.
All right, bye then.
I think Rook is going to pull out some Scooby-Doo fruit snacks and offer them to the team for morale.
You see? Dad behavior.
Oh, sick. And then like immediately grabs them, doesn't listen to anybody. Like, fuck yes.
Pine takes the ones out of Rook's pocket instead of the ones that were openly given.
It's called the Pine Pocket at this point. Didn't we talk about that? That he has a specific pocket for the things that he wants Pine to have?
Mm-hmm.
Like goldfish crackers and stuff like that.
The crime makes it taste better.
He'll do the feigned patting his pocket and going, oh fuck, Where did those extra fruit snacks go? Darn it, Pine. He's got some like wet wipes in there.
A fidget spinner.
He's got some crayons in there too.
Well, that's the other snack.
We feed our goblin a healthy diet of crayons, fruit snacks, pocket lint, the wrapper for the fruit snacks.
Listen, this is why my immune system is top tier. I don't care if it's at the bottom of a barrel.
We refer to Pine sometimes as the office goat. Everything gets eaten if it's not profitable.
What would you guys like to do? You've been given a directive. You are here within the aura, and the park stretches ahead of you as if it were midnight or the witching hour.
I think that Rook is going to pull out his signature weapon, so his specialist weapon.
Mhm.
I like the idea of it being like a really old dagger or like a hunting knife.
Hmm.
And I think it's going to be one of the last things he remembers from his parents, and just when everything went down, the thing he grabbed to try to like keep his little self safe, and so he's been holding on to it since.
Okay.
And so I think that's what he's got. Well, okay, so we're supposed to stay here and just sit on our thumbs or whatever. That's not the expression. God damn it, I'm not beating the dad allegations.
I think it's twiddle our thumbs.
I think it's twiddling our thumbs and sit on our hands. There we go.
That really doesn't sound like much fun.
I don't ever plan on doing that.
God damn it.
It seems like this stuff is shaking you up. Like,
I think he's gonna light a cigarette and his hands are gonna be shaking as he brings it to his mouth, and he's gonna go, I don't know what you mean. Fuck, I'm the leader. Okay. So we've been told that we are not supposed to leave this area until we get intel from Brightburn.
She just told you to avoid the train station for now. She's investigating over there because the agency's detection instruments and satellite imaging had picked up on some powerful spirit energy at that location.
Oh, okay. All right.
She did point at the other figures who've been petrified and say, like, see what you can do about helping them.
Yep.
See about helping the other people here in the park. We could say maybe Pine, you've got like a heat signature set of goggles, right? Like some agency tech. You can see lots of wandering individuals just throughout the park, milling about, some in large groups, others not so much, just off on their own. But there are hundreds, if not thousands of people here in the park.
Well, let's go check out the freaky shit, I guess. And I think he's gonna take another big old swig from his cigarette. I don't know the proper verbiage.
A drag, I think?
Drag, thank you. He's gonna take a big old drag from his cigarette.
I like swag, like just a swig swag.
He's gonna take a shot of his cigarette. He's gonna take a drink of his cigarette.
A little sip.
This is a sippy sip. A nipple.
A nipple?
Oh my god.
So, question 2, what is a +1 ongoing? Is that just a +1 to everything?
Yeah, it's ongoing until the thing that like granted it to you would stop.
Okay.
What movie you're referencing?
I Know My Prey. You get +1 ongoing when knowingly investigating, pursuing, or fighting the breed of monster that caused your loss.
Aha, then yeah, you have +1 ongoing.
I'm gonna be so fucking competent. He's gonna take a drag from his cigarette and he's gonna push forward. I think he's gonna offer it to Pine, too.
Takes it and just eats it.
That's correct.
That's how I don't litter.
You got the menthol ones again? Ugh.
Pine.
He's making his way downtown, walking sad. Face is sad, and he's sad. Oh, and they're all dead. My parents are dead.
This is every day working with Rook, by the way.
Every day
this guy
is so traumatizing.
All right, you approach these frozen figures then. What would you guys like to do?
He's gonna stand tall, knowingly, with all the expertise in the world. He's gonna gently nudge Corinne and go, you read books and stuff. Is this something out of one of those books?
I guess we'll find out. And then I'd like to step up and see if this is something out of one of those books.
Okay.
Out of one of those damn books.
It's another sharp roll. Investigate a mystery.
Okay. 10.
Okay, great. 2 questions.
Okay. First question is, what could cure that effect, that petrification?
Ooh, okay. The first thing you notice as you approach, and Pine, I'm going to co-opt the little like heat vision goggles we gave you a minute ago and say that as you approach, you see that the statues are emitting heat signatures as well.
That shouldn't do that. Is that alive?
And just immediately just staring at the statue at the ready.
Yep.
Very clear to everyone around, just like, oh, they're trying to square up with a statue right now.
Pine, no. Stop it. Those are people.
But why is it warm?
Because they need help.
Corinne, as you walk up, if you use your silver sword, you can sort of like unsheath it just a little bit and place it near the mouth of one of these statues or like under the nose, and it fogs up with a slow breath through the nose.
Well, at least we know they're not suffocating.
I don't think you have enough information yet about what caused this to have any idea what like the reverse process would be.
Gotcha. Can I ask for my second question how the phenomenon is doing this? If it's like a potential cockatrice type sitch, or if it's like we should maybe not touch something and not go near something, not eat things. Shifting towards Pine.
Sure. I think this answer is going to come in the form of things happening.
I thought you were going to say poetry.
I wish I could.
This answer is going to come in the form of a freestyle rap.
Can someone drop a beat?
I'm about to lay down some bars.
Someone drop a beat.
As you are contemplating, like, is this a creature's doing? What's going on? You see a piece of the statue cracks and falls away.
It wasn't me.
And another piece cracks and falls away. And the whole statue starts to crack apart. And the rock breaks away and scatters on the ground. And then the person who was frozen in that position, their expression changes to one of a very dull look as their eyes cloud over with the silver glow. And they say to you, Polar-class icebreakers are heavy ships operated by the United States Coast Guard. These cutters are specifically designed with reinforced hulls and special ice-breaking bows. And they just go and start spouting off another article.
It's a metamorphosis. I wish I could do some snazzy thing about like butterflies coming out of cocoons at a certain thing, but I don't know any of that shit. So just move away, Corinne.
We love a good metaphor, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll give you points. You got it.
Help.
And you see the other statue starts to crack as well, the one that was next to it. This one also seeming about ready to burst free.
Shit.
I rapidly back up.
Pine pulls out their sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah, he's gonna grip his magic knife. So, I'm gonna say maybe we retreat, because there's a shit ton of them, and there's only 4 of us, minus the God Squad, so,
You hear a little ways forward the sounds of someone struggling.
Oh, crikey. Oh, shit. I'm really in it now.
Oh, fuck.
Goes full werewolf mode and goes charging on all 4s towards the voice because human might need help.
Yeah, I think Rook is definitely gonna go in after Z.
Pine's gonna look at Corinne just like,
Do we have it canon that Rook has like a baby holster for Pine in the event of having to evacuate? Or like a piggyback?
I think it's like a leg strap where they're just like, it looks like they're koalaing your leg.
Really not refuting the dad energy.
The single dad energy is starting to become very present.
Okay, listen, he grew up in a facility, man. He hasn't been outside.
I just kind of look down at Pine and I go,
I mean, I have a flamethrower, so it's kind of up to you if you
No
want.
flamethrower!
Shit, fine.
They don't let us have anything.
I hate it here.
That would be homicide! Jesus Christ!
I follow.
We'll put a pin in it.
You put a pin in it and follow. Lovely.
There's a head, a muffled rawr, and you can kind of attribute that to being like what he said.
No fun.
He's gonna try to hide the like, yes! Z agrees with me. I'm cool dad now.
Your sporty kid supports you.
The cool kid. Dad's moving on up.
We're going to cut away to the Park Street station. Our camera sees a view from the one set of stairs down to the first landing. As a gold light begins to illuminate the stairs, we see Aiden walking down, letting her wings light the path in front of her as her shadow is cast down into this platform. And she passes by some of the metal turnstiles that she just forces her way through. And as she gets a little further into the station, down to like where the Green Line trains would usually pull in, we see more of these frozen figures. There are people leaning against columns, slumped on benches, or just standing there completely petrified. Ahead, connecting to one of the columns that supports the ceiling of this underground station, is a round nest made of many small twigs and interwoven reeds and grasses, like that of a bowerbird, with a singular hole just leading to a dark interior. And below this nest is a glowing figure, a sort of flickering, crackling silhouette of a creature that is laying down in what seems to be a sleeping position. Its long neck curled around its otherwise quadruped body and long tail sort of sweeping back around in almost an S shape. And it has been overgrown by more of this strange grass and dried reeds, ruining it in place. Aiden's face takes on a look of recognition, and she says, "What are you doing here?" And she will slowly begin to approach this slumbering creature. Before she can take too many more steps towards it, a long-fingered hand creeps its way on the edge of this nest, and a bright white smile of wicked teeth flashes in the light that her wings send into this space.
So, you've come to my bower, eh, First Light? What an absolute privilege it is.
And emerging from the nest, the other hand gripping around the side, the arms are almost like avian arms, where the hands bend at an odd angle, with sort of elongated forearms that sort of hook back and are hunched once the figure emerges and sort of hangs in the doorway, I guess, of their home. This dark navy blue faced hag, her hair woven sort of a mix of braids and locks that are made of this similar grass material. And she stares at Aiden with eyes of pitch black with a little bit of star sparkle in them. Aiden says, "What are you doing to that spirit?" The hag looks down at the creature. They say,
Only what comes natural to me, darling. But I ain't hurting the wee creature. I feast on dreams, you see. And I was getting so awful peckish across the pond. But this one here, oh, they're a deep sleeper.
"If you're not from here, why come all this way?"
Well, it's not every day a new dragon appears in the world, innit? And this one's so new. Doesn't know how to protect their sleep yet. 'Twas an easy picking sort of situation. And of course, now that I'm feeling revitalized and my domain expands, everyone else's dreams are up for grabs as well.
Aiden's wings tense up and start to unfold behind her. She takes another step forward and sets her stance.
Now be careful, First Light. Even your power might struggle against a hag within her domain. Let's be civilized like, shan't we?
"I'm going to ask you to leave." The hag crawls down from their bower and places herself between Aiden and the sleeping spirit.
It'd be a lot of work to move this little slumbering cherub while they're snoozing.
"You misunderstand. They're staying here with me, or we are going to have a problem."
Oh, come now, darling. It's not your first time negotiating with folk. I know that much. Try a little harder.
Aiden's fists begin to glow as she closes them tightly and raises them into a ready position. "I wasn't negotiating. That was a threat." We cut back to Z. You are leading the charge, leading the pack, as it were, towards the cries of someone in distress as you approach the Tadpole Playground here at Boston Common.
Oh.
There's a gate with a frog sitting on the top of it. A statue, not an actual frog.
Okay, I was like...
The sentient frog of nightmares.
You can see, because in your wolf form, you have pretty good night vision too, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the advanced senses. So you can make out a figure up at the top. It's like one of those tower structures at this playground. And they seem to be scrambling up onto the pyramid-shaped rooftop, just trying to get as far away from ground as possible as you see a bunch more of the information wiki zombies slowly climbing their way over the gymnasium, trying to get at this person.
Is it possible to do a soaring leap onto the roof, or do I have to like do a parkour shifter situation of hopping from one place to a higher level to get to this roof?
Gosh, this thing is probably 15 feet in the air to get to like the roof of it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I think it's an act under pressure roll if you're trying to just like scale this, jungle gym before the zombies do.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm not cool. Hold on. I got a 6, and then that makes it a 5 because it's -1.
Oh boy.
Is there any way I could help out?
I could use luck.
Well, you only have one of them.
Oh, I only have one?
Yeah, everybody has one luck for this one shot.
No, I just failed. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, with a 5, unfortunately, you're not within the threshold of being helped into a mixed success. So you go to leap to try and help this person, but you are fully shifted into your werewolf form as you come leaping and bounding out of the night. Huge wolf shape leaping. The person at the top of this thing just says, "Oh, not today!" And they fully grip the side and do a leaping 2-legged kick to try and kick you away, and you get caught in the face and just sort of go sprawling down the jungle gym and sort of hit the wood chips of the playground.
Just lay on my back for a second before I hop back up.
Yep, and now this person is gripping onto the plastic. You can hear the squeak as their fingers try and grip the surface, and it's just shit, oh no! And they tumble as well off the roof.
Can I at least get up fast enough to grab them, or I have my arms out? Whether I fall completely missing, because I'm immediately trying to jump into action after that epic fail.
Yeah.
So I do not mind getting squished in the process.
I think you fall a different direction, so you're not exactly there.
Oh, okay.
But this person will hit the chips as well, and then sort of army crawl their way to try and get away from the wiki zombies. And we can say, Corinne, Pine, if you guys want to rush up and do something to...
Can Rook tell the person, because the person, a werewolf, was jumping at there was an airborne werewolf.
Yeah.
Never thinking about how that might look to someone in distress.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go, all right, no, hey, buddy, you're good. I don't blame you. We're here to help. We're the helpers.
In the spirit of spooky stuff, because I love spooky stuff,
mm-hmm.
What Z does to try to alleviate the situation is their jaw unhinges, and then a human voice comes out. Their voice is just I'm here to help. And that does not help, even if it's...
Yeah. No, I can't. Z, you're scaring the poor guy. Fuck. Hey, buddy, do you like fruit snacks?
You can't solve all your problems with fruit snacks, just me.
I have so many.
This person pulls out their multi-tool, which has a little flashlight attachment to it. And they sort of hold it in front of them. And you can see now, this is a young lady, but her head is shaved, wearing a simple black tank top and tan shorts. And you can also make out there's a tattoo that seems to spiral all around her body. It looks like a scaled serpent of some kind with some feather and floral elements incorporated into this design as well. She looks like she is pretty rough and tumble. She's got a lot of dirt all over her, obviously, from crawling through the mulch here. But just in general, her clothes look like they've seen some outdoors time. She's quite tanned from her shoulders and forearms. And she looks at you and she says, "Oh, are you with the agency or whatever?"
Do I recognize this person?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
You can. The agency is known about.
Yes, I am.
There we go.
Thank you, God, for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna rub this in fucking Brightburn's face that I talked to God first.
So you're like doing stuff about this, right? I mean, I'm part of a camera crew.
Oh.
And they fish into one of their pockets. They pull out a card and they hand over a business card. It says Paranormal World.
He immediately feeds it to Pine. He's like, "Oh, this is really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna," and just gives it to the.
Ooh, that's some good card stock. Did Corinne recognize them? I don't know if we got an answer for that.
If you want to be a fan of Paranormal World, which is just like a YouTube series where you've never actually seen this person in the videos, unless you're like a super fan, then you may have seen her in like the background of a few shots that probably went on a little too long and were supposed to be cut but weren't cut together well. You know that Paranormal World is a shoddily produced but somehow still very like popular docu-series about cryptids and things, which existed long before the revelation and before magic became known about. But ever since that has become public knowledge, they've sort of gained more notoriety as like, for some reason, they continue to document these things as if it's not just your neighbor down the street. Perhaps people are just enjoying watching these fools stumble around. So this young lady says, "My name's Harley Reed. I'm here with Paranormal World and my boss, Roger." Harley, Harley.
I'm gonna call them Holly, though.
You've been getting everyone's name wrong, so that's fine.
Okay, I figured I have. Yeah. No, Brightburn. What's the actual?
Brightwood.
It's Brightwood, but I love that Rook is messing it up.
Dude.
That is a wonderful character bit. I am living for it. It also is giving dad energy of like mixing up his kids' names just in general.
Yeah.
Yep.
The amount of times Pine and Corinne have gotten mixed up, man. And Corinne is like, "How?"
Yeah, the height difference alone, you'd think.
Yeah.
I'm in heels.
All right. Holly, what are your pronouns real quick too?
Oh, she, her. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, cool.
We were
Cool.
we were taking the train back to our hotel, and then everybody blacked out. At least I blacked out, and then I woke up. Everything's been crazy for the past few hours. I've been trying to track down my team. I've got one of them pinned down over by the swan boats. But do you know what's going on? Because this has been honestly one of the toughest jobs I've done. Normally, I at least have those 3 Chucklefucks conscious for our filming.
You knocked out and woke up here?
Yeah, Park Place was like really dim. It was like all the power went off. So I got myself out of there and started looking for everybody else because they were gone when I came to.
Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
This is within the radius of everybody else turning into statues, and then...
Yes, it is.
So, because he's very obvious, narrows their eyes instead of like, "Oh yeah, let me like keep it cool. All right."
Mhm.
No, just like straight up narrows their eyes.
Sure.
Can I read a bad situation? Is that like a correct response?
If you'd like to, yeah. Being on edge, you are agents in a very dangerous situation. It would make sense.
Got a 6 and a 5, and this is sharp?
Yes.
Oh, well, then +2 to that, so
13? Wow.
yeah, I don't have like advancement on that, so.
Well, that's 2 questions. I will also say if these questions or like the phenomena questions don't work, there is the alternate read on Investigative Mystery where on a 10, you can ask a specific and a general question.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a specific question. If this is considered a specific question, you tell me.
Sure.
Are they lying about anything?
Ooh, no. With your heightened, wolf senses, you sense that like their heartbeat is elevated, but they are only emitting like stress. Like everything they're saying is coming off very naturally
Okay.
and a little too rushed for that to be like a calculated lie.
Okay.
I'll give you another question just because you would have to.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Why are they different and everyone else is... That's a specific question.
That's fine. No, I like that.
Why are they not like other girls?
Why are they not like other girls? Like, what makes them so special?
Is she born with it or is it Maybelline?
You watch as Harley is explaining descriptions. She's like giving physical descriptions of the rest of her team. Roger, who's a quote-unquote quaint British YouTube personality with his small dog. She mentions Harry, who's their inept cameraman and editor, and also Clover, who is Roger's assistant, but kind of just an obsessed fan of Roger. As she's talking, you're watching her very closely because your hackles are raised. And you see that tattoo that's on her body is shifting ever so slowly, just moving around. And you can see like on her shoulder, the face of like a serpent creeps its way onto her shoulder blade and then just continues to travel around and under the arm. And so this like tattoo that she's got is like constantly moving. And any normal human might, miss it because of just blinking, but because of your heightened senses, you're able to pick up on the subtle shift and movement of it. This girl's magical in some way.
I'm gonna like lightly elbow, like my hackles are now no longer raised, and I slowly like lightly elbow Corinne. The tattoo's moving.
What do you mean? And then do I see it once it's pointed out?
It might take you a little longer to notice it, but you definitely could notice it, even if it's just like, what do you mean? And then you like look to Z to ask that question, then look back and realize like, oh yeah, no, it definitely wasn't quite shaped around her wrist that way before. Like now it's just the tail end or something,
Magical girl in front of us.
Hey, I like your tattoo. It's moving a lot.
Rook just exhausted sigh and just pinches the bridge of his nose.
-1 to charm, baby.
Yep. Highly looks to you, Corinne. Oh yeah, this thing? Picked it up in the Amazon with my uncle one time. It lets me see weird stuff and like keeps me safe. I suppose that's why I'm not like drooling, reading around random factoids like everybody else.
Can I touch it?
If you want, sure. She'll just hold out her forearm.
He just immediately grabs it and just clearly is like trying to pull it off. Just like, wow, this is so interesting.
All right. You got long nails there, little bugger. And like she'll try and shove you off.
Stop it.
Hey.
Pine. And to like pick up from the back of Pine's outfit just to like put them back down.
Just by the what is it called of the neck?
The scruff. Like just
I got scruffed by a werewolf.
I feel like, what if Pine had a harness at this point? Like part of...
That's what the suspenders are for.
It's built into the suspenders.
Built in. It's like a little grabber thing because Pine was like, fine, just stop actually grabbing me by my neck.
Just yoinked by the suspenders.
She says, so I've just been trying to nail down where my friends are because we usually run away when things get this bad, but like I need to find where they are before I can get them to run away.
Well, sorry to say, but they're probably, and points to one specific wiki zombie that's like in the jungle gym, but it's like in the middle. So they're doing kind of this weird swimming, clawing air thing, and their legs are also doing the same thing. So like they're probably doing something like that right now.
Saros cycle series 140 for solar eclipses occurs at the moon's descending node, repeating every 18 years, 11 days, containing 71 eclipses, including 47 umbral eclipses.
Yeah, you see, like that.
That one's interesting.
I mean, maybe at some point they'll learn something about better production quality.
That guy's talking about Canada's involvement in the Geneva Convention.
Another zombie is talking about the process for making chocolate soft serve ice cream.
Oh, man.
Such a wide range of information.
All sorts of stuff.
Wait, hear him out.
I think this one's talking about boats, but it's really funny because he just keeps falling over and he doesn't miss a beat. Incredible.
So you said that your friend Roger's still running around?
Yeah, he's my height, but like pudgier, and he's got like the safari thing on. It's like his costume for when we're filming.
I just kind of turn to the rest of the group and I go,
Should we take her with us? If she's immune, I don't know. It's probably better than having her sprint around, right?
And maybe we'll run across somebody.
It's either immune or delayed.
I mean, I'm pretty good in a scrape. If you need a little backup, you guys look like you're sort of still figuring, this shit out, which is honestly a bit concerning.
Oh, well, all right, Holly.
Excuse me.
Do you want to just figure it out, Holly?
Back the fuck up about that.
Hey, Holly, why don't you grab some of your YouTube subscribers and get all on in here, right?
No, that's like the whole thing, like, right? That we're not the experts. Like, we're definitely not.
God, imagine if we were all saved by a dude named Roger.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm stressed. I haven't had anything to like eat or drink in like 6 hours because all the vending machines here are busted.
We offered you fruit snacks.
I think I got a Pop-Tart. It's probably crushed to shit, but I mean...
I have a corn dog.
Why do you have a corn dog?
Where the fuck did you get a corn dog, Pine?
Just points to the dumpster.
Oh, God.
Hey, don't eat anything that Pine offers you. Even if it was yours and they're giving it back to you, you don't. It's gone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll take the Pop-Tart, thanks.
It's the chocolate sundae one. And it's only in like 3 or 4 pieces inside of the bag.
She'll hungrily scarf it down.
So as the leader, I suggest somebody tells me what the fuck we're doing.
Well, we haven't really gotten a sign from Aiden yet, and I don't know how to heal any of these people or if it's reversible at all. Kind of need to find out what the source is.
It's got to be like something though, right? Like if I'm not affected, I don't really know how it works, but if you know magic, maybe you could like examine me and then like figure something out based on that.
I can take a look.
Can I step up and kind of like investigate the tattoo a little bit further?
Yeah, sure.
Corinne's good at this stuff.
Smart cookie. Like an oatmeal raisin.
I'm going to make this a use magic roll.
Oh no.
Agent Hastings.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Straight 6.
If you're at a 6, someone could help you and push you into a 7.
I was gonna ask because I think that he would try to maybe, if there was a zombie that was like laying on the ground, I think he would maybe try to touch it with cursed hand. Well, actually, cursed hand is robot, but I think he would try to like touch him and feel out if anything weird happens. So that's the best I could offer, is him being like, maybe spooky does spooky.
I like this. I want to resolve it after as a different role than with what Corinne's doing.
Okay, I didn't know if it would be able to help or...
If it's hard to like triangulate like the swirlingness, possibly pointing it out a lot faster for Corinne versus...
If you want to roll help out, Z, I'll let you try and add to their roll.
Yeah. Let's go.
Teamwork.
All right. What is this? What am I rolling? This is...
Help out is plus cool.
Oh no.
It's a 7, but...
Okay, all right.
I don't like things going down.
This is good. With a 7 on help out, that's a mixed success. Your help grants them +1, so you will have a +1 to your use magic roll, Corinne. But you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Woof.
Come at me.
We'll come to that in a second, but Corinne, use magic on a mixed success comes with a glitch. So can you pick a glitch, please, and let me know which one you'd like?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of the plot, the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Thank you so much, Diana.
Listen, I've been in GM for a hot sec.
The magic effect I'm looking at here, I think, is either observe another place or time, or communicate with something you do not share a language with.
I'm gonna say communicate.
Yeah. That's gonna be great.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh, joy.
Ooh.
The squad would say, "Oh no, she's doing the GM hands."
Fuck. Shit.
Oh no.
Fuck, everybody run!
Take yourself and leave. Corinne, you go to examine Miss Reed's tattoo, and as you begin to do some very basic agency incants, it's like the basic spell casting they teach all the academy trainees of how to just like detect and observe a magical phenomena. And as you're doing that, it's a rhythmic thing, and your vision starts to get a little cloudy, and you start to feel a little lightheaded, and you fall asleep.
What's in these fruits now?
Z, you see Corinne fall asleep, and Harley says, "Well, that's unexpected. I promise I didn't do anything." And they just put their hands up.
What kind of tattoo is that? What kind of ward bullshit?
You now pick up as the head of this serpent rears itself on like the interior of Harley's forearm. You see the eye flashes once, and you get a whiff on the air of that same or similar, but now much more instinctively familiar dragon scent. Now, Corinne drops to the ground asleep, and we will cut immediately to dream space. You are just sort of in a fog. It's very low visibility. If you make any sound, it echoes off in front of you.
I just kind of like look around and then look up and look at my own hands.
God, I'm never trying those fruit snacks again. Hello? Is there anyone in here?
You hear a shifting, what sounds like a rustling of feathers. Something moves in the fog.
I'm gonna draw my sword and just kind of have it ready real fast.
Yeah, it appears in your hand. You don't even have to draw it. Suddenly you're holding it.
Can I imagine myself holding a taco?
If you imagine a taco is in your other hand.
Oh, hell yeah.
But as you are looking at the taco and comparing it to the sword in your other hand, a large shape rises behind you in the fog, and a pair of yellow slitted eyes peer from a dark silhouette with pointed ears and a frill of feathers that start to stand on end.
Oh, hi.
As you turn around, there is a mix between like a bird cry and a wildcat growl. And your vision goes black. Z, you see Corinne mumbling and tossing and turning on the ground as they are unconscious. Like you can't seem to wake them, even if you try. And they let out sort of a muffled cry as though they're having some sort of bad dream. And the rest of you watch as her body begins to harden and turn to stone.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Despite your attempts to do anything about it, they petrify in this like twisted position on the ground, looking like they're very much in pain, like the other statues had.
Is that because of the luck point?
Didn't spend her luck.
Oh, she didn't.
No, didn't spend her luck because you helped her out. But there's this sort of like loud moan from more of the wiki zombies off in the surrounding area, and you hear several footsteps and then more footsteps. Many, many, many more of them are being drawn to this place now.
Grab and go?
Grab and go. Like, I'm going to try to lift up Corinne, whatever pose that she ended up in. And like, we got to find somewhere else to go. Where?
Are there any buildings? I'm sure that Pine can, like, lockpick. Maybe we could get into some sort of building.
Well, now you're going to expose me as a country Massachusetts resident. I don't know how many buildings there are in the Commons. There's probably something.
Even just like a, not outhouse, but like one of those bathroom buildings?
Yeah, a little like tool shed. There's probably like a gardening something.
I think he's just gonna go, Pine, find somewhere that we could all fit, unlock it, but find a way to barricade it.
Let's see. The entrance is to the parking garage under the Common. You could run towards one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They have windows and things you could barricade and sort of fortify.
All right, yeah. I guess he's gonna go dad mode and direct Pine to the parking garage and be like, unlock the doors.
Yeah, you guys can make it over there and try to avoid this now growing horde of the wiki zombies. The din of factoids being lowly mumbled grows louder and louder as you run away. You can get to this building. It is going to take a roll to like break into it since you don't have a parking ticket to like open the door. And if now you would like to examine someone affected by the phenomena here, Rook, you have a team member in distress.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say maybe when we're in a safe spot. So Pine, what is your like special? Or is Pine able to like lockpick and stuff?
I do have Artifact as one of my moves, where one of the things that I can have is a key that just opens any door.
I like that.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's something that they definitely found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like a high-level EC agency security card that just will like open any kind of magnetic swipe reader.
It's not even magic, it's just government.
Yeah.
The power of bureaucracy.
This artifact from the agency is... They first invented RFID cards.
I think that Rook might direct Pine to open that door. Rook is going to bring up the back, making sure that Z, who's carrying Corinne, is ahead. And then also making sure that Harley is also ahead. He's going to bring up the back. If that works with everyone. I'm sorry. I'm trying to play team leader, but I'm scared that I'm being bossy.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, you're fine. Y'all are fleeing.
Yeah, no, Corinne has no objections.
Corinne! Thank you, Corinne!
Pine, if you want to break into this place with your artifact, there's no roll for it. You just do it. Is that what it says?
Yeah, it just says you found magical artifact with handy powers and kept it. Pick one. And then it
Gotcha.
had like a book, a lucky charm, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up picking the skeleton key.
Okay.
Yeah, Pine's just gonna rush forward, look at this lock.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you break into this space. There's the kiosk we're paying to park, but there's not a lot of room in here. In fact, I'm going to say there's not really that much room if you guys were going to do the whole party. You'd have to leave somebody outside.
Please choose Harley and not me.
I'll bring Corinne over to Rook, and then I will stalk outside without saying a word.
Okay.
Z, fuck, okay. I just wanted to try something real quick. Harley, I want you to stay the fuck away from me. Like 3 feet, if we have that room.
Yeah, man. Whatever.
Thank you.
And I guess he's gonna try to put his hand, like, he's just gonna try to feel and connect to that side of him.
Mhm.
Because I'm sure it's been bugging him a lot. And I'm sure there's been instances where he felt something, like tug,
Mhm.
if that's the best word. So I think he's gonna try to, like, just key into that. I think while gently touching Corinne, like on the outside of the shoulders.
Okay. You reach out with your cursed energy. What specific thing are you seeking right now from this? Are you trying to understand what happened to your teammate, or are you trying to, like, achieve an effect?
I think he just is pretty much open to whatever happens.
Okay. I'll give you a read a bad situation.
Read a bad situation. Okay, cool.
That's what this is.
Oh fuck, it's plus sharp. Oh wait, but I have that +1 ongoing. Okay, so now it's a 0. Okay. That is 9.
Okay. That's one question.
Okay. Ooh. Have we done what's the best way to protect the victims?
That's what you want?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. You reach out with this curse energy to try and resonate with whatever's going on here. And I think something in your vision changes. Maybe some little pinprick of magic alights in the space on your face where we're not sure if there's an eye there or not, but something lights up there. And almost like a color gradient shifting across your vision on the one side, you start to see the magic of this aura and perceive its effect and the way it's flowing around different people here. And oddly, as you scan across the people present, you see that this blue smoke, this mana that is shifting throughout the park and pushing the boundary of the effect wider and wider. It's both much thicker here than you can see off in the distance. It starts to clear a little, so it's weakest at the perimeter of the area. You see that the wiki zombies, the fog actually avoids them. And you see that it is most gathered around Corinne and other frozen figures in the park. You see it also avoids Harley. You see it dabs at Pine and Z, but it can't seem to find hold and, like, affect them in some way. And you see it also, the way in which it is affecting Corinne and the other statues where it's being drawn in, it is also being drawn into your curse mark. And you gather, in some way perhaps, being here and being in this effect is what's giving you the ability to see it and understand its power, because it is growing in you more, Rook, the longer you are here. So, the best way to protect the victims, you watch as a wiki zombie slowly stumbles over to a statue of someone who's sort of like curled in like the fetal position behind a bush. So the zombies missed them before for whatever reason. And the wiki zombie sort of drops to their knees, puts their hands on the statue's face, and just says intensely,
Eutorna rubida is a moth in the family Depressariidae. It was described by Alfred Jeffers Turner in 1919.
And as they say this, a silver light transfers from the eyes of the zombie to the eyes of the statue. And a little glow of that silver energy is now housed within the statue and starts to and pulse. And the zombie gets up and starts to shamble away. A few seconds later, that statue cracks. And the person rises. Eilika of Schweinfurt, 1005 to 1059, was Duchess Consort of Saxony, and like just reads off more information. So whatever's happening with these wiki zombies, it's not good, but it is stopping the curse of this place from affecting them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so the thing that's petrifying people is separate from the thing that's causing zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello, adventurers. Welcome to the Midreel. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. And while we give you our traditional short break from the action, the squad and I will be telling you about our lovely sponsors who helped us make this special series possible. So let's dive in with our first sponsor, Bookworm Games. Your candle flickers. The map is spread before you. A grand adventure awaits. But are you truly prepared? Every adventurer needs the right gear for their journey, and the Kobold crew at Bookworm Games have everything you need to fill your inventory. Premium dice, resin, metal, and gemstone in hundreds of varieties, so you're sure to find one that matches your character and the 12 others you've got waiting in the wings. Rolling trays and dice bags to protect your click-clack hoard, even adventure-themed candles and teas to set the mood, because an amazing story isn't just told, it's experienced. Brand new to Bookworm Games this year is their very own TTRPG system, Quill, designed for quick and easy play. 5 minutes of character creation, 10 minutes of prep, and hours of adventure. You can check it out now with Familiar Tales, a game about small creatures telling big stories. Need a quick but powerful story hook? Their Artifacts Arcana coins, gorgeous and weighty MacGuffins, each come with a ready-to-play 8 to 12-hour story and can be used as a mini arc or woven seamlessly into any game. Thousands of tabletop heroes already trust Bookworm Games to bring their worlds to life. Will you be next? Level up and get your gear now at bookwormgames.com and use code STORYTELLER for 10% off your order. Let the adventures begin. Whew, gosh, I am so happy to be working with this sponsor. If you couldn't immediately tell from that, Bookworm and TSS share some vibes. Bookworm have been great friends to us as we continue to level up our game at convention vending, and they always have such cute stuff they're making. I love especially their little 3D printed familiars. There is this ferret/mongoose design who I love with my whole heart. I'm going to pass this over to Brittany from our main cast to tell you all about our second and returning sponsor, Many Worlds Tavern. We'll save all the handle sharing for the Storyteller Squad and our guests for the end of the session. But if you're having such a great time and you want to look us up sooner, you can find links to all of us, including our sponsors, and things like our community Discord and Patreon information in the episode description. That's all from me. I will see you back in the episode. Brittany, take it away.
Hi, adventurers. If you've been with us for a while, then you've definitely heard us talk about this sponsor before. Many Worlds Tavern is your guide to coffee, tea, and adventure. Every month, they release a new coffee, tea, and dice set inspired by one of the many realms they create as part of their D&D 5e digital content subscription. And that's on top of the dozens of other brewable drinks and collectible merch they offer to get your game nights adventure ready. A portion of every purchase goes towards a new gaming-related nonprofit every month, and for a limited time only, you can get 10% off your next order with code STORYTELLER. I highly recommend their cinnamon hibiscus plum tea, Sacred Spring. It's like a warm hug in a cup. It's so good. So whether you need inspiration for your next game night or a drink to share with your adventuring party, go check out Many Worlds Tavern, your guide to homebrew. Thanks for listening, adventurers. Now, back to the action.
We return to the Park Street station, where Aiden and the hag are facing off in a stare-down. The distant screech of a subway echoes from the tunnels, and in the silence that follows, suddenly there is a blur of bright and dark feathers as Aiden and the hag clash. Aiden's wings shoot forward and create a protective guard against the hag's wicked claws, which extend from long, inhuman legs that are, like her arms, way more avian than anything humanoid. In fact, the hag's entire anatomy and the way she moves is what you might imagine if someone took a human texture map and placed that over a raptor-like model.
Oh my god, just like me!
She is unsettling. The two of them separate, Aiden's eyes flaring bright, and she vanishes in a flash of light, appearing suddenly behind the hag, carrying her momentum in an arching kick that sends the hag flying across the platform, through a structure displaying a map, and smashing into a tiered support column, causing concrete and chunks of ceramic to shatter and scatter across the ground. Without hesitating, Aiden lunges forward and drives her fist through the brick tiles of the platform as the hag darts away at the last moment with freakish speed. With a haunting chuckle, she gestures with her hand, and Aiden is suddenly whipped sideways as our view of the entire space shifts 90 degrees. Aiden throws out her wings to catch herself and get airborne so she can ignore the reorienting of gravity in this space. She dodges a trio of lightning bolts that the hag summons from the third rail. And as she flies straight for the hag, at the last second she is gone in another flash. And the hag's long talons swipe at nothing, followed in the next instant by Aiden appearing again from a different angle and slamming the hag into the surface she's clinging to. The hag's focus, reasonably disrupted by the divine smite she just took to her face, the directionality of up and down momentarily tumbles until Aiden grips the hag's cloak and flings her with such force that she impacts with the ceiling of the station. There is a sick crunch, but then the hag's limp and broken form dissipates into dark shadows and tendrils of grass. Aiden touches down again on the platform, gravity correcting itself. You tired already? The hag's voice seems to come from every corner of the dimly lit station.
I wanted to see what you could do. Tell me a word of warming up.
My kid is a witch. Your tricks won't be enough to stop me.
This is true. But tell me first, Light, can you save them and defeat me at the same time?
Aiden's eyes widen, and in another flash, she is standing over the sleeping spirit, with her wings splayed out protectively.
Not them, First Light.
The hag taunts, and we hear the crumbling of stone as one of the petrified bystanders is smashed to dust and rubble. Aiden looks horrified, and the hag cackles as shadows coalesce and she rematerializes behind the ruined figure.
I wonder how many of these humans I could kill before you manage to actually...
Aiden's hand palms the hag's face and drives her directly into the ground with such force that a shockwave ripples through the station and shatters the glass of the ticket desk window. The hag gasps and spits dark ink blue blood into the cracked crater of brick debris between choked breaths. Aiden is not just glowing from her hands, her entire body is now a beacon of her celestial light, and her voice echoes throughout the station.
I asked you to leave, but I can show you what happens if you don't run.
In slowed time, we watch the hag's form melt into more of that vanishing dark ichor, and then several copies of her leap from the shadows towards Aiden and the human statues on the platform. Aiden inhales, and we cut away as the station fills with golden light.
Ladies, you're both pretty.
Love the image of an angel beating the shit out of an old lady.
Yeah.
We cut back over to Rook's team, and Rook, you have just uncovered some surprising information about the magic at play here. That a curse, creating the night aura and putting people to sleep and magically petrifying them, is separate from some other source of magic, which is causing the effect of our wiki zombies. So Rook, what do you do?
All right, so, do I know if it's making them sleep too, or is it just the thing that's stoning people?
You think, considering what you heard from Harley, that like a lot of people fell asleep all at once, that yeah, that's part of it too.
Okay. So, turns out I might be connected to this a little bit. not by my choosing, but it seems like there's two separate phenomenon happening. One of them is what's knocking everybody out and petrifying them, but then the other one is what's causing them to zombify. But the thing is that the zombification is getting rid of the old magic shit going on.
So the zombies are helping?
I don't even know if they're helping. I know they're pulling them out of it, because, right, the magic dispersed when they went zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah, they're helping. They're breaking the spell that's doing the other shit.
Do I have to give them back their wallets?
Yes, Pine, you have to give back the wallets. Do we have any sort of anti-magic-y bullshit that we could maybe try to do? Like a magic bug spray? I don't know, I'm not good at this shit. I'm here to punch stuff and hand out fruit snacks to you guys.
I know I'm outside, right? Like, that's...
Oh shit. He just opens the door and calls out to Z and relays all of that information.
Here's what's happening, bud.
Hey, so by the way...
In the middle of a fist fight with 15 zombies.
Yeah, literally, like...
Yeah. I like the idea that he comes out and, like, kicks the ass of some zombies and he's like, by the way, these are the good guys. Fucking uppercuts one, spins one around and, like, chucks it. And they're helping break the curse.
Is that what it means to break the curse? Punches one. Just having a casual conversation, throwing bodies over their shoulder.
Yeah, and somehow it's connected to my weird magic shit going on. Just busts another one's jaw.
Metidapine was a developmental name for a drug described as a psychotropic agent.
Shut up! And, like, throws him to the floor.
What?
These guys are gonna wish we killed them when they come back too.
Yeah.
So, like, you're tied to this magic?
It would appear so.
In Iceland, vehicle registration plates are issued by the Icelandic Transport Authority.
Punch.
Does that move when somebody, like, jumps on the other guy and smashes them into the ground? Yeah, no, I get this might be related to what took my parents way back when.
Oh, cool. Grabs one in a, like, a headlock and then punches them a few times and then drops them.
Yeah. I'm doing great.
As your magic is fed by this curse energy, Rook, you start to remember things.
God damn it.
Things that you had locked away for a long, long time.
Fuck.
You remember a small town where it was night for a lot longer than it should have been, and people turning to stone. But in that case, they were not unfrozen. And after a while, you can't feed people like that. And for whatever reason, you were spared. You've talked to people in the years since, and they always said, like, well, you must have imagined that part, because there was no other evidence of this sort of thing being a thing. This was an event. People turned to stone, and that was it. But you recall a creature, some kind of monster. You recall there was something causing it.
That spared me.
That marked you.
Damn, that is such a devastating idea of little, like, 8-year-old Rook trying to feed his parents.
Oh, no.
While they're frozen.
Why do you hurt me?
Like, trying to keep them warm when it gets cold, like, covering them in blankets and stuff, because mommy and daddy are gonna wake up.
The agency discovering this town of petrified people weeks after it happened.
Damn, does that mean my parents are in storage?
They're probably in cold storage, yeah. Back in Portland.
This is the second or third one-shot I've done where I was not expecting to have feelings.
Why do you think Rook wants to keep everybody safe, man?
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Tragic backstory was written all over your character.
That's why his name is Rook, too, because the one thing he remembers is his dad was trying to teach him chess.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's good. It's dramatic.
It's good shit. I'm being fed here. That's all I'm saying. This is amazing.
Yep.
My two gears are making people cry or making them horny. There's no in between.
So yeah, Rook, you're recalling now that if you don't unfreeze Corinne, she will be stuck like that and eventually fully petrify.
I think he maybe takes like a smack to the jaw as he just kind of like pauses and remembers that. And his demeanor is definitely going to change. And it's not a good memory. It's really not. That's not good. Kids are already afraid of the dark, and now mom and dad also aren't able to be there. So he's going to go, We need to figure out what's going on and we need to stop it fast.
Okay, whatever hit Rook and knocked him down, essentially just like stand in front of it, back fist to the face while looking down at you.
Yeah.
That zombie stumbles back into a bush. Daisy Bates was an American civil rights activist, publisher, journalist, and lecturer, played a leading role in the Little Rock integration crisis of 1957. They tumble back into the shrubbery.
Just hearing the shrubbery noises.
I have an idea. It's bad, but
Okay.
what if we zombified Corinne? I mean, we could like tie her and stuff, but I can't see her like that.
You said there was a monster. Do you remember what the monster looked like?
Well, Keeper, do I?
You remember there were feathers
Fuck.
and yellow eyes with slits.
I passed that on.
Would a shifter know about like tales of anything that sounds similar?
There's honestly an innumerable number of spirits and strange monsters in the world, so like it could be anything. There's hundreds of creatures that fit that description, you know.
God damn it.
But you had said that like the scent was like draconic in nature. Can I slim it down to that?
So you've smelled 2 draconic scents. One had like an unfamiliar scent to it. The other from Harley's tattoo was much more like baseline, like, oh yeah, no, that's draconic magic of some kind.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
And
Okay.
then the third was the folk scent. That one was the one corrupted by like the wood smoke smell. And I will say, as an Eastie agent, you're aware that wood smoke of any variety is often an indication of a demonic influence and like a corrupting presence.
And would I connect demonic to possessing or possession in any way? Like,
It can happen like that. It's often just like full corruption or warping of the thing into a new thing, which becomes a demon spawn.
got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he still able to see? Because what I'm imagining is that his bad eye is now just like able to see magic and shit like that. Was that just a temporary thing or is that just like a perma?
You can still see the curse. It's not like every kind of magic you're able to see, but you
Yeah.
can see what the curse is doing. Yeah.
Is the curse being weird around Harley?
Yes. The curse is trying to affect Harley. And I will say, like, you instinctively, because of your connection to this magic, no, it's trying to put her to sleep. But the tattoo she has is like deflecting it off enough to keep her awake.
So, we need to figure out more about that tattoo. That tattoo is keeping bad shit at bay.
I told you to let me take it.
Okay, you can't detach it from the person, Pine.
You can't take it.
Have you skinned a person alive?
No, Pine, that's murder.
The last guy I skinned was still alive after. It's fine.
The what?
Never mind. When you accidentally tell on yourself to Dad.
Harley elbows one of the zombies. That's horrifying. They can't have my skin.
Oh, Harley's here.
Oh yeah, no, she's helping defend you guys.
Mine's the only one in the closet with Corinne.
You know what? And it's all good because you can't pickpocket somebody whose valuables are attached.
Oh, Pine's actively trying to put snacks in Corinne's pockets, thinking that they're helping.
Oh,
Oh.
that is so sweet. Corinne's gonna wake up just covered in fucking gummy bears.
Yeah.
Pine, as you are trying to give your friend snacks, there is a ding, and the elevator door from the parking garage opens, and a group of the wiki zombies just stumble out.
No!
I start blasting.
Okay, roll, kick some ass.
Innocent civilians that you're just sending straight to God.
Dad's not here.
Dad can hear gunshots.
Alright, kick some ass. What do we got? That is...
A murder charge.
So I rolled 8 on the die, +1, so I get a 9.
Okay, on a mixed success, you just trade harm, and you will not be able to take an extra effect.
The recoil of the sawed-off shotgun just puts me to the back of the...
Shoots Pine outside and just like slides right in between like Rook's feet.
It's very much you fire this thing and you go sailing through the air and smash out a glass window and then like stumble and do some like backward somersaults in the dirt. Rook, you just hear a shotgun blast go off. You see blood splattered all over the interior of the parking garage building, and Pine goes flying out into the trail.
Ow! Oh, crap! Oh, bad idea. Bad idea. Oh shit, Corinne! And they just hop back up and scramble back towards the building.
He's just gonna fucking, like, clothesline another zombie and then just, like, look exhausted with the weary sigh of a dad. Watching the little mass murderer titter their way back to where their friend is.
Do you know how much paperwork it is for a civilian casualty on a mission, Agent Rook?
It's so much paperwork, not to mention I have to learn their backstory. Like, yeah, this one was going to fucking medical school.
Wow. If only he could have cured his zombification.
No!
Pine, you realize now that because you were blasted out the broken window, the door is locked and your key card is inside. So you all, as you're like going to try and open the door, there's
No!
blow the lock off the door.
If I aim up, I won't hit Corinne. Hold on.
This ain't D&D. Doors ain't shit.
As you futz with the door and trying to blow it apart with a shotgun, we see inside the room as the zombies who had been struck by this shotgun blast are strewn about on the interior of this room. But their wounds begin to glow with a warm golden light and start to heal.
Oh, thank God.
This gold light shines and the wounds heal, and then they all start to get up perfectly fine. And one of them stumbles over and sort of drops down on top of Corinne and says, Peerless Lake is an unincorporated community in northern Alberta, Canada. It's located on the northeastern shore of Peerless Lake, approximately 70 kilometers northeast of Red Earth Creek. And like silver magic shoots from this zombie's eyes into Corinne's eyes. We're going to pick up in the dream space.
No, I'm sorry, Corinne. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll learn so much.
Corinne, Agent Hastings, you come to, still in a fog, but now rather than a dark and shadowy blue fog, this one is white, like clouds or a normal foggy, misty day. And there's light a little ways into the fog. And you kind of remember a creature screaming at you and then things going black and feeling like you were just, like you couldn't breathe, like something was sitting on your chest, making you feel like you couldn't move at all. And now that's starting to lessen. That feeling is going away. And this light gets closer and closer through the fog.
Oh, God.
What do you do?
Can I shout out again?
Hey, is that light good or is it like the death light? Hello?
You do hear a growl.
Shit.
It's powerful, but it's different. It's not quite the same as the previous one you heard. This one has a much more at ease sort of feeling, like it's just an utterance rather than a threat gesture. And stepping towards you from the mist, and this being approaches, you see sort of a flickering silver silhouette, not quite perceivable per se because it is glowing with so much magical energy. But you can make out one brown and one amber eye on this strange creature that approaches you. It is four-legged, it has a long tail that ends in a very fluffy, furry or feathered texture, and its long neck sort of peers down at you and just regards you for a minute. It's about the size of like an adult deer.
Hello? Are you saving me?
It looks down towards your feet, and if you look through the fog, there is a stack of paper there.
You're giving me paperwork?
Can I, like, reach down and pick it up and shuffle through it real fast?
Yeah. The first one says, Giles Montezin is a French clothing designer, well known for his elegant haute couture style. His clothes have been worn by various high-profile celebrities and featured in films such as Sex and the City and Confessions of a Shopaholic. And it's an article that just talks about this. And you start to read and continue reading. If you flip to another one, you find the Dover Post is a weekly newspaper and online website published in Dover, Delaware. There's an article on that.
In The Lord of the Rings, Viggo actually shattered his toe when he picked the helmet.
And you just find yourself sitting and flipping through these articles and reading them. Now, everyone else, you see a silhouette from behind the glass door of this place, and the door opens, and Corinne, your friend, steps out. But Rook, you see that the curse is now repelled from her.
The Chippewa River in Wisconsin flows approximately 183 miles through west central and northwestern Wisconsin.
Wow! God damn it!
Beautiful.
Yes.
On point. On point. Love
Let's
it.
go.
Hell yeah.
All right, so good news is we tried my plan and it worked. The curse is repelled from Corinne, so that's jolly. Pine did just massacre a room full of people, though.
Nobody's dead. I didn't do anything.
Did I see them healing, by the way?
You see a bunch of people walking out of that space. Some of them have holes in their clothes, but appear to be fine.
Oh my god.
We
all
heard a
right.
sound in there, Pine.
Okay, you can't prove that was me.
Sounded awfully similar to your sawed-off shotgun.
I'm just gonna say, thank God that Pine has such terrible aim.
That's true.
And then just do the biggest exaggerated dad wink.
Yes.
What do you guys do? Corinne's a zombie. She's walking out towards you.
Harley, can you rub your tattoo on her or some shit? Your tattoo is part of what's helping stop the bad shit.
I mean, I can try. I really don't know how it works, though. I'm not a professional. And she jabs one of the zombies in the shoulder, and they just crumple. She's clearly a professional at something, just maybe not magic.
So, first off, Harley, in the future, if you're gonna get tatted, you should probably know what you're getting tatted. Secondly, I don't know, try touching her or some shit.
Harley will just shrug and run over to Corinne. In the name of this weird tattoo I got one time on safari with me uncle, be healed. They just do a face palm to Corinne.
Beethoven's Fourth is a 2001 American direct-to-video comedy film. It is the third sequel to the 1992 film Beethoven.
God damn it!
I don't think it's working, mate.
Yeah, no, yeah, get out of there. I mean, at the end of the day, Corinne hasn't changed that much.
Excuse me?
I'm trying to be funny. I'm deeply disturbed right now. He's gonna put a cigarette in his mouth and keep punching shit. One of them gets up in his face and he blows smoke at him to blind him for a second, then uppercut.
I will say, now that Corinne is out here as a zombie, the zombies have started to disperse.
Interesting. Okay.
They're less interested in pursuing y'all.
Oh, they were trying to heal her.
Okay, question above table.
Mhm.
The tattoo, you said that it had scales and feathers. Visually speaking, is it similar to what Rook described the monster to have? Yellow eyes, feathers.
Brooke, you would recall the creature that you saw had fur and feathers, not scales and feathers.
Fur and feathers. Okay.
Fucking owl bear.
I would like to use magic, and I would like to try to banish a spirit or curse from a person.
Okay. Roll plus weird.
All right. Please, for the love of God.
Pine's still putting snacks in Corinne's pockets.
Rook is still feeling just terrible about the zombies. I think he's trying to stitch up any open cuts as they're walking away, just spraying Neosporin and slowly walking to keep up with them. I'm so sorry.
I got a 7, and then my weird is 3. So
Ooh,
I got a 10.
A 10.
perfect.
I'm super weird, y'all.
Okay. 10 is a full success. There is no glitch. The magic happens without issue. Now, Z, Corinne has been cursed before. You've been cursed before. The two of you know how to decurse somebody. It's a simple incant. Most agents learn it.
We have a tally of who's been the most cursed. I think it's me.
Yeah, it's back and
I
forth.
think it's Rook.
You're the outlier of the percentages. You don't count. You've been cursed since you were 8.
So you go to remove this curse from Corinne, and you know you did the spell right. It worked flawlessly. Because of this competition, maybe, you've really practiced this one spell to be able to make sure that you can do it.
Hell yeah.
But it bounces back, and you get feedback in your mind from whatever is affecting Corinne right now. And it's almost the sound of old dial-up. Just a ringing and a static.
Ah.
Oh. It bounces back into your brain like that with this feedback and just a bunch of ones and zeros sort of bing, 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 bing all over your vision like white flashes. And you're like, that was weird. Let me try again. And you, again, flawlessly execute the dispelling. And again, you know you've done it well. It's going. It should affect her fine. And again, you get that feedback. There's something about this magic that is new and different than anything you've been taught or dealt with before. It's like there's a firewall on it.
The following is a list of 2008 Minnesota tornadoes.
Corinne. It's like new magic or something, so this isn't gonna work.
Oh my god, there's magic hipsters. I swear to God, every day I get older.
I think that's how time works.
Z, if you describe this feedback, Pine, you deal with cybersecurity all the time.
Oh shit.
They're definitely gonna need your help with this one.
Firewall.
Yeah, like, it was like feedback, a lot of ones and zeros flashing, which I wasn't really expecting with magic.
Oh, pulls out wire and some copper. It gets a soldering iron and it just like zaps it to something on the back of their head and just starts putting a bunch of wires together to what essentially looks like what you'd have on top of like your house to get like cable. Hold this.
Yeah, you can plug this makeshift device into your little like reader or whatever and do a combined use magic to try this again.
Oh, sick. Okay.
I better have such good internet after this.
Oh my god, you're gonna produce your own Wi-Fi.
Magic Wi-Fi? Holy shit.
You're a walking hotspot.
So, do I add anything with this? Like, just...
I will let you roll +1 thanks to Pine helping you out.
So, that is a 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11.
11.
Yeah.
Pine, Z starts to cast this dispel on your friend, and what comes through the antenna is that feedback. It gets caught, and the ones and zeros start to display on your little like iPad, whatever you got, your tablet, right? And yeah, this has a firewall in it. It's pretty basic. It's like easy security, but it's going to require someone to crack it. I need you to act under pressure.
Why do I feel like Pine's favorite food is just dry ramen?
Yo.
Just like snorting this little packet of...
It's just the packet of the spices.
That's the smelling salts. If Pine ever gets knocked out, we just got a smelling salts with the fucking like chicken ramen.
Guys, I rolled a 12.
Yo!
Yes! Let's go!
Hell yeah! Amazing!
So +1, I got a 13.
Oh my god.
They're good at what they're good at.
When it comes to a computer. Thank you, Dice Gods. I appreciate you.
We love to see it. All right, Pine, this code is easy. You crack through it. And when you do, Z, the feedback in your mind clears. And it is not the sound of dial-up. It is the sound of dragon roar. You see the silver aura around Corinne's eyes leaves them, and it expands and covers her in like a halo effect of this silver ward, which has been sort of descrambled and recoded a little bit to protect them without needing to keep them asleep. And Corinne, you wake up. Your eyes sort of flutter open, and you are in a different spot in the park, but you are here and yourself again.
John David Bannister was wait. Whoa.
You don't have to do that anymore. Please stop. I'm holding up this antenna. I have a hand on your shoulder.
I never want to learn anything ever again.
What are we doing right now? Why does my mouth taste like pocket lint and then old pretzels?
Corinne, I'm kind of hungry. You have any snacks?
I have a lot of snacks. So there's this thing in there. 2 things, maybe. There was a scary thing with feathers, and then a thing that gave me Wikipedia articles to read. I don't know, I was bored, I was just shuffling through them, and it was nice, I think.
Well, we heard you saying those. A spirit deer gave you Wikipedia articles to read?
I mean, it's open license, I think.
Fucking paranormal wasn't here for that lawsuit, man. Jesus.
The agency is going to be so happy that I didn't get tangled up in another lawsuit after the last time.
Yeah, yes.
God.
So it essentially protected you, or tried to, like...
I think something about that feedback loop, that info, maybe just like helped. The fog was really scary, and the bird creature thing was really scary, and then this new silver thing was fine.
Bird creature?
Did it have glowing eyes with slits?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Fuck.
You okay, Rook?
It's daddy trauma.
Ugh. Takes another drag on his cigarette. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to face some shit from my past, so
I think it's about time we track down Feathers. And, well, not the angel. I don't mean the angel. I realize that may have come across like I was talking about her.
Are you gonna finish that?
No, go ahead. You can have it. And he just flicks the butt of his cigarette to Pine so they can eat it.
The menthol's growing on me.
Harley says, well, this is great. I mean, this means we can fix people, right? We got like a way to undo it now.
Yeah, can't we like amp this thing up and like use it on everyone around here?
Like a reverse EMP?
You said there were 2 monsters? Maybe we want to get rid of the first one, then let the second one do its thing?
Yeah, I think we might want to kill this bird thing first.
But where is it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yes, Z.
can I like triangulate that smell of the draconic to like focus on where it is? Got the scent now.
And could I focus on where the big mana shit is coming from too?
The draconic scent now is surrounding Corinne. This ward has the same odd draconic scent that you first smelled on the first zombified person.
Oh, okay, so that's the good one.
It is that magic that is protecting, quote unquote, everyone who's been de-petrified. Rook, as far as where the bad magic is, you can see the fog gets so much thicker the closer you get to Park Station.
Well, this magic gets worse closer to Park Station, which is where Halo went.
So shall we make Halo mad at us by barging in?
I feel like she's always mad at me.
You always feel like everyone's mad at you. All the time.
This is why we can't relate. I've never angered anybody in my entire life.
Pine, you actually do bother everyone. All the time. Like, constantly.
What? Name one time.
We don't have time for this. And Z just starts walking off in another direction towards the station.
Pine just follows after, like,
Wait, really though? You think I'm annoying? Am I annoying you right now? Since when? This is news to me. I've never heard this before in my life.
It's all the time, Pine. All the time. Sorry, I'm just saying. I was like, am I doing it? Am I doing it right now? Yes, you are, motherfucker.
As the two of you start to walk off, Harley will turn to Rook and Corinne and she says, I can help out, I suppose, but like I said, I don't really fight monsters. I mostly just keep my camera crew from getting eaten.
How's that going?
Looks at Corinne.
Rook chokes on a goldfish cracker he just eaten.
Pine's on the floor laughing.
Y'all are so mean. Let's fucking go then, I guess.
Was Corinne even trying to be savage, or was that just genuinely like a, how's it going?
-1 to charm, baby. All right, she'll start walking towards the station too.
Okay. As you guys approach the station, Rook, you see the fog is starting to coalesce. And you can hear sounds of something echoing underground, but that fog is starting to really, really build up. And the rest of you don't see this. This is only through Rook's curse mark that he's able to see this. And stepping up the stairs from the station, first a single taloned digit latches down onto the pavement and scrapes back. You can see dark blue and black iridescent feathers forming like a bent wing. And then a like nasty street cat face appears around this entrance to the underground. And this like feline chicken crow mix crawls its way up out of the station and hisses at your group, Rook. And again, you're the only person to see this right now.
Oh, nobody else can see it?
Nobody else can see it.
God damn it, I'm being gaslit by a chicken. Is this the monster that, like, killed my parents?
Seems pretty close to what you remember, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, in fact, here, we flash back
No!
to Rook's childhood,
Oh,
We love those.
Fucking hell.
where we see, in the middle of the street, you run out with your blankie and, the night, the street lights are flickering. Your parents have turned to stone. Everyone in the neighborhood seems to be the same. You ran over to the neighbors, they're stone. And this creature, as it moves, brushes past you. And you can't see it as a little kid until this happens, but it leaps over you, and one of the feathers slices the side of your face. And from that mark, the blackness starts to creep and fill in and create your curse mark. And you can see as this cat creature is leaving, it's like rushing forward to meet another figure, this sort of bent, crooked-looking old hag with the reed hair and the dark robes and the midnight blue skin and long iron talons for fingernails. And she gives it like kitty scritches under its chin and then produces a little wooden box from under her cloak and sets that down on the ground. She taps two of her other talons together and the box opens, and the cat creature, as smoke falls into this wooden chest, which then starts to, once it latches closed, it starts to hop and bounce. And it starts to tumble down the street and get bigger and bigger and bigger until a hut forms. The door is in front of you. Thatched roof, grasses sort of clinging to the outside exterior of this little house. The hag crawls up and over the roof, buries and digs her way through the thatched roof to get inside, and the house lifts into the air on two bird-like legs.
It's the Yogs. It's Baba Yaga.
What?
Fuck.
This hag is Black Ennis
Oh.
from the Midlands of the UK.
Oh.
Longtime listeners of the Storyteller Squad will know that our in-world version of Baba Yaga is Nana Margie, a Boston-based Baba Yaga with a duck-footed house who rides around in a large Dunkin' cup and a rudder that's a half-lit cigarette.
I love that.
Nana Margie.
That's what I want to be when I grow up.
But when this is published, we will know exactly why Nana Margie was not in Boston to defend her territory. And yeah, you get this flashback of the house just sort of stepping over you, having accidentally marked you in passing.
What kind of legs did it have, the house?
They match these like dark pitch black with like a blue iridescent, chicken leg that this cat creature has.
Okay, that's good.
This creature isn't nice looking. It's like it's a bad cat chicken hybrid.
Yeah, as opposed to the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You okay?
there's an evil chicken cat. I swear to God.
Oh, I really thought that you had indigestion for a minute.
I wish I did.
Okay.
I really do. No.
There's a chicken cat?
Rook, is this that thing?
The chicken cat that killed my parents, yeah.
Oh, where? I don't see it.
It's right in front of you. Oh, God.
Can I try to smell in front of me to see if I smell?
This creature is clearly putting itself between y'all and the station.
Can we see it now, or is it
No,
just
Rook.
It's right. It's right there.
Pulling on Corinne's pants, just like, I can't see it.
I don't see it, Rook.
Oh, God.
Corinne, do you want to use magic?
I do. Rook, this is the thing that they had to tell you to stop looking into, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll head up and try and like use magic to detect this thing or make itself known.
Yep.
Which, contrary to popular belief, I'm not actually that good at. Okay, it's a 7.
Corinne, this magic is you. It's not even you so much you casting a spell as you like putting the pieces together in terms of what magic is at play here. You are aware of dream walking as a rare type of magic, and that there are certain agents within the agency who've been trained in this, though it's still difficult to master. But it implies the existence of a dream dimension, right? That some magical creatures can exist within. And considering you passed out and then experienced this thing, you have a feeling that whatever Rook is tied to is some creature that might be tapping into that in-between realm to hide itself.
I think it's a dream walker of some sort. It's here. It's just hiding.
Rook, if you want to face this thing, you've got to get it to a place where your team can face it.
Yeah, and I don't know if we can do that right now. I mean, y'all gotta be able to see it.
I think we could do something.
Just tell me where to shoot.
Can you look at the use magic options list, Maisie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, use magic. Okay, inflict harm, enchant a weapon. I've got Dad's knife, because Daddy always said that he would give it to me to keep me safe one day, but then he wasn't able to give it to me. bar a place or a portal to a specific person or a type of creature, trap a specific person, minion, or monster, banish a spirit or curse from the person, summon a monster into the world, communicate with something that you do not share language with, observe another place or time, heal one harm from an injury.
I feel like either banishing it from the place that it's currently inhabiting, so like that dream in between world,
Yeah.
would force it into our world, or
summoning it from the dream world to ours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I want to summon it. I mean, listen, he knows that it could be smart to trap it, but he wants to kill it.
Roll use magic.
He wants to kill it with Dad's knife. All right, use magic. Let's go. God damn it. Oh, wait. Oh, but it's a +2 because I have that other thingy. That's good. Okay, so 7. That would be 8. It would be 9.
It'll come with a glitch.
Yeah, I'm going to just take a harm.
I took a harm for mine too, before someone in the audience is like, Diana never took her thing. I didn't. It's fine. We're fine.
Okay. Both of you then will take this harm as, Rook, you reach out to connect with this thing. It's been haunting you your whole life, even though you've been trying not to dwell on it too much. But now that you've been again, absorbing this energy from this place, this effect on the area, you feel a connection to this thing because it marked you, because you are now connected to the magic of this creature's creator, the Night Hag. And you channel that power in a way that is stronger than you have ever done before to call this being into existence where you want it to be, not where its owner has placed it. And all of you see forming out of a dark blue haze that just sort of ripples across its form is this dark cat chicken familiar. And it gives a big yowl as it is now in a place it does not recognize and does not have full control over like it does in the dream, this nightmare creature. And you're both going to take some harm as it leaps forward and slashes at you with its weird chicken cat claw. We've got a fight on our hands, agents. What are y'all doing?
Rook is sighing with so much relief, by the way, because he genuinely thought he was having a nervous breakdown. And so the moment everybody else registers it, he's like, oh my God, thank God.
Z, seeing this chicken and specifically feline-looking thing is immediately growling as cat.
Yep.
Fully transforms into a bipedal wolf.
Yep.
Full Warframe situation going on.
Yeah.
Towering double the size. First decision normally to aim to kill is go for the throat or go for the neck area. So leaping forward, teeth ready to go, because that's what does the most damage, and aiming for the neck.
Okay, that'll be kick some ass.
That's 10 plus 3, which is 13.
Whoa. All right. You get a bonus for a 10 plus on kick some ass. What would you like it to be?
I'm going to give one forward to Rook.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
What does it look like when you give your team leader this little boost as you rush forward against this monster?
As the transformation happens, Z's voice, before lost into feral tones, it says
we're gonna make sure this motherfucker burns.
Go straight for the jugular.
Yeah, your wolf form, you gallop forward, sort of almost on all fours, bounding at this thing, and vice grip jaws latch onto this thing's throat. It struggles and sort of rolls on the ground to try and shake you off. So Rook, you see your team bruiser just immediately leap into the fight against this thing as you are holding the arm that got slashed by this thing's talons.
I think he's gonna have a moment of, that's my coworker. So I was gonna ask the keeper, would my specialist weapon get the 4 harm against the specific creature? Or
yeah.
Yes?
It's your special weapon.
Okay, well, I want to make sure because it's a specialist weapon and you only get 4 harm against the specific creatures it targets, and we were a little bit loosey-goosey with it, so that's why I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No, this is specifically the creature tied to the hag that ruined your whole life.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna charge forward with Dad's knife.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna say kind of almost under his breath, you don't get this, family pal.
Oh.
and he's going to stab at it in its neck.
Okay.
So that's a tough, yeah. So
Yep, let's roll plus
it's gonna be a +3. Then I get the forward, and then I also get the I know my prey.
Yep.
So we're chilling with a +5.
You cannot fail. I will say, Z, because you did not elect to suffer little harm, the catbird creature is going to start rolling around to try and use its weight to knock you off. Because if I hadn't made it clear before, this thing is huge. It's like T-Rex sized.
Ooh.
It's like if a T-Rex was a cat chicken.
So I'm like a third of the size of this thing.
But yeah, so you're getting knocked around. That'll be 3 harm as you're like crushed under its weight as it tries to get you off it. See, you can reduce that with any armor you've got. What's the result in your kicks and mass roll, Rook?
Fucking 3
+5?
+5, yeah. So just a fucking 8.
Oof. Do you want it not to be?
Yes.
You got that luck point, baby.
Burn your luck.
Oh, duh. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna burn my luck.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I totally forgot that I had that. Yay.
All right, yeah. Then it's a 12 +5, which is 17.
Oh, first try.
Insane. That might be the highest roll I've ever experienced in Monster of the Week.
We're going hard.
I think 16 was the old max, but that's crazy.
It's Rook, baby. That's my boy. Plus Ultra.
Yeah, you also can pick one of the 10 plus effects for Kicks Mass.
I want to do your attack inflicts double the normal harm.
That is on a 12 plus, which is technically only when you have that move marked as advanced, but I will give it to you because you rolled a fucking 17.
Yeah, like, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, rule of cool, baby.
Real cool. You can have that extra effect.
Yay.
So what is the total harm you're putting out with this cool cursed knife?
8.
Amazing.
Cool.
It's for Papa.
And you did how much harm initially, Z? With your bite?
Oh, 3 + 1 because of, so 4 damage, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, God. Rook, tell me how you kill the thing that ruined your family.
Honestly, I think that Rook is gonna, one of the first moves he's gonna do is when its face is in like proximity to him, he's gonna take his knife and he's gonna stab it along the side of its face where it clawed him initially too.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna say, now I'm leaving my mark on you. And then he's gonna do one more like right into the jugular with his knife. Hold it there until it just stops writhing.
Nice. Yeah, this thing twitches and shudders as Z, with their monstrously powerful werewolf arms, is helping you hold this thing down while you basically gut its throat. And it's going to struggle for a little bit, but you are killing it. It is going to be destroyed.
As he stabs it and he feels the warm blood gushing all over his hand, his arms, the blade from his dad, he looks wryly down and goes, checkmate.
Fuck yes!
Rook jerks his father's knife one last time, and this monster, the Night Hag's beast familiar, shudders in its death throes, lets out a choked gasp, and is still.
Was that cool?
That was really cool.
Was it cool, Z?
Yeah. You are radiating cool dad energy right now.
I'm the coolest dad, Z. I think Rook collapsed to the ground and kind of let out some really loud sobs and like smacked the monster with his fist. Maybe gestured for like a hug from Z.
It comes over, lifts Rook up in a big hug.
Yeah, Rook just collapses into Z and is just crying and hugging and holding on to Z. He finally killed the monster under his bed. I kept my family safe this time, Z.
Yeah, you did. God, it tastes like butt.
Oh, God. Like cat food.
I thought that at least it would be like chicken.
Yeah, it's just the worst parts of both.
Don't dog on cat food.
Our camera follows the blood of this monster as it gushes forth and pools and travels in twisting rivulets towards a grate and drips down into the subterranean levels of the Park Street station, where we can see Aiden and the hag have been unleashing devastating forces down here against each other. It is a catastrophic scene of destruction here. Unfortunately, a few more of the petrified bystanders seem to have been smashed. Several of the train rails are torn up and twisted into gruesome knots of iron. There is a low haze of red dust from all the bricks that have been shattered and kicked up by their fighting. The hag shrieks and lets out this terrible wail of despair, sensing the death of her familiar. But her eyes quickly dart to the flickering silver creatures still wrapped up in all of her reeds and grasses.
Seems I'm in need of a new familiar.
But before she can make a move, what remains of this station is illuminated as though by a miniature sun, and the night hag drops to the ground, recoiling as Aiden flashes gold once again. A second set of brilliant wings manifest as pure light from Aiden's back, throwing their radiant light throughout the space. The hag blinks through squinted eyes as Aiden takes slow, deliberate steps towards her.
You won't touch them again and live.
And the hag, in this moment, in the presence of not Agent Brightwood, but the first light. Her pupils dilate as, for the first time in this entire nightmarish situation, she is afraid.
Hell yeah.
And then we see a flicker of movement, like a thin line slicing through space. And after a moment, a thin black line starts to ooze blood from the hag's neck, and then her head topples to the ground. Aiden's expression goes from glaringly serious to completely caught off guard, and she looks past the hag, whose form crumples in a heap, oozing dark blue blood. And we follow Aiden's gaze across the tracks to the far wall of this station, where a rift in space is torn. Not a hole in the wall, but a hole in the space where the wall should otherwise continue. And a thin whip-like tail with a wickedly sharp curved talon at the end extends from this rift. Two sinewy hands with long, sinister claws grip the edges of this small tear in space and pull it apart. And that rip in space starts to fall into a dark void behind it as this new creature steps out, that long tail with the talon flicking in the air behind them. We see this pale white creature, all sinew and musculature, and a face with a huge, wicked smile of teeth and large bat-like ears, but no other facial features. This is an Alp, a demon spawn created by Beelzebub, the demon lord of rot and decay. And it climbs from this hellmouth it has torn in the space of the station. Aiden's eyes dart towards the sleeping creature, and in an instant, the Alp is suddenly directly in front of her, gripping her throat, and she quickly activates her wings to teleport in a gold flash to a few yards away down the platform. And she throws a hand to her earpiece.
This is Agent Brightwood. I need backup at Park Street Station immediately. There's a level 4 incursion in progress. Repeat, there is a level...
And before she can say more, the Alp is in front of her again, its jaw set in that unnerving rictus grin, and its razor tail whipping towards her. On your earpieces, you all hear this message come in from Wings, God Squad, Feathers, as Rook has called her throughout the night.
Because he forgets her name.
This is odd. Knowing who Agent Brightwood is, to hear her sounding fearful is terrifying in and of itself for you all. But as Keeper, I must ask, what do you do?
I just kind of like look over and exchange a glance with Pine. If you guys turn around, you can see that one finger is definitely on Corinne's earpiece, and the other hand is like hefting the flamethrower over her shoulder.
Hey guys, we need to head to the station. Something's wrong. Like really wrong. I don't usually hear her voice sound like that.
Rook's just leaned up against the corpse of the monster and wiping snot in the blue-black blood off of his face and just... fucking hell.
Just tugging on Corinne's clothes. It's like, should we just go?
No, I'm good. Let's go save Feathers.
Yeah, let's go.
Pine, give me my fucking wallet back.
Damn it.
Corinne, you gotta get a decoy wallet.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Amazing. All right, is the whole team heading down into the station?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is our journalist friend still with us?
Harley is like, oh man. I think she like saw this monster get summoned and was kind of like off to the side, like waiting to maybe like push someone out of the way of it chomping down on them or like distract it by like waving her hands in the air. But she saw you guys kill this thing relatively quickly. And I think she just says, damn, this is what professionals is like, huh?
Yeah, exactly. We're professionals. Not that sass you were putting in last time.
Listen, I stand corrected. This was incredible. Did that fix it? Should everybody be like back to normal now or what?
And you look out and the zombies are still like milling about.
They will be.
Yeah.
Right, well, if there's like any more of those things down with the trains, I'm gonna be honest, I'm way out of my depth here.
No, thanks, Holly. Huge help.
Yeah, you too, Rake.
First of all, I'm gonna disengage from this conversation before I say something mean.
I'm gonna get out of your way.
Yeah, you should. Your camera crew protecting talents are needed elsewhere. Thanks.
Your photo ID doesn't do you justice.
Oh, shit, little bugger. All right.
The four of you head down the stairs and into the station.
Even before you get very far, you see a lot of gold flashes. I think you hear Aiden shriek. There are arcing coils of electricity sparking up against the wall. And if you rush onto the platform, you can see the Alp has her and is holding her shoulders against the third rail. And she's just being electrocuted by the charge running through that. She will knee it in the ribs and then kick it up into the ceiling of the curved train tunnel where it breaks into some of the bricks. And she will sort of launch herself, hit the ground, and roll onto the platform again in front of you all. She says,
Mission's changed. We need to get that spirit out of here.
And she points quickly at the silver creature over by the hag's body.
Wake them up and get out. I'll keep the demon busy.
and she will get to her feet, leap forward, and meet the Alp in midair. There is a impact that sends a shockwave that knocks some of you down. This is a titanic fight going on right now, and you can see the Hellmouth up against the brick tile of the train tunnel. Glancing at it, Pine and Z, you both feel sick to your stomach. Rook and Corinne, you both start to just weep without realizing it. Just tears out your eyes.
Looking at what, the Hellmouth or the dragon?
The Hellmouth. This is a Hellmouth to the place apart, the exile plane where the demon lords come from.
Ooh.
I don't like it.
I don't feel good.
Yeah.
She pointed quickly at the creature that was sort of covered in these grasses, and it still is. You can see like the bower nest of the hag and her body laying there bleeding out with the head removed, and this flickering silver shape, which Corinne, you recognize.
Okay, yeah, I think we wake the dragon.
Pine, can you do the same thing you did last time?
Shotgun.
What?
Not the the other thing.
Never mind.
Z, you ready?
Let's go.
I'll cover you.
I would say I'm going to use Unquenchable Vitality as I'm walking forward.
Yeah, go for it.
But I'm not a cool guy. I'm not level-headed, y'all. 4, 5, 9.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
You're cool as fuck, bro.
Doing slow motion.
Yeah, so like I just heal 1, but it's something.
It's something.
I'll take it.
You get one heal. Yeah, your shoulder kind of like sets itself back in place as your shifter healing factor kicks on a little bit. You can feel the adrenaline pumping through your veins.
Let's go.
Yeah, Rook, you can see that the hag is there, but she's clearly been dealt with by this other thing, which is, as much as you've been sassing Agent Brightwood around, you know that she's like a celestial, and this thing is like going toe-to-toe with her.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Not in our wheelhouse.
Rook is gonna spit on the hag, though, while he walks by.
Mm.
I think he's just gonna be covering him. He's got his shotgun.
Corinne, what do you want me to do?
We have to wake this thing up. What did you do to wake me up?
You still have the antenna?
I got it.
Awesome.
And then pulls out their goggles and starts like tapping into it to try to see the matrix numbers.
Like, do your thing, Z.
All right, here we go. 6 plus 3 is 9.
Ooh.
Plus 3, 12.
Hell yeah!
You go to dispel a curse on this dragon, and as you do, the grass on this creature dries up and retreats. back in between the bricks it sprouted out of. And the curse, you can tell, is gone. And Pine, you didn't even get like a code coming through. That seems to have been not part of the hag's magic. But Corinne, you now see the creature that had met you when you were indisposed. You know, it's about the same size, but it's much more compact because its like legs are folded up underneath it, its tail's wrapped around it like a sleeping animal, and its long serpentine neck with like the fluffy mane and the horns at the front of the head are all just curled up. It's like it looks honestly very vulnerable as it sits here, and you see its chest rise and fall slowly, and it just sits here on the platform.
This is the thing that I think protected me. I don't know if it's okay.
Can I go up to it and just kind of like very slowly like reach out and kind of try and give it a little bit of a one hand, put it on its head and see if it reacts in any way?
When you do, the silver magic around you flashes in a way that sort of fills the chamber like Aiden's flashes do when she's teleporting with her wings. And we see you enter a different space. A white realm, just pure white plain in all directions. And you are sort of crouched down and putting this hand on this creature's snoot. And the eyes open. And you see again the brown and the amber eye. It picks its head up, looks at you, and then looks behind. And you see in this white plain, thousands of people, all sitting with little stacks of paper reading the articles out loud.
Oh.
And it turns back to look at you.
The hag is gone. Can you help them?
It looks back again at the people, then looks at you. You see it regarding the silver outline around you, and then it will stand up onto all four legs. Its tail swishes, and you see its eyes both glow, one silver, one gold. All of the papers that people are reading start to break apart into little square bits, like they're being digitized. And they sort of drift up into the sky, and the people watch the bits go up, and then one person and vanishes. And another person kind of like cracks their back and vanishes. Another person like, oh man, moves at their jaw, vanishes. And one by one, all the people who've been distracted from the nightmare, thanks to this dragon's information magic, wake up. And we see all across the park information zombies reading off articles, spouting things. A peregrine falcon can reach speeds of up to 180 miles an hour. The planet Saturn has 14 moons, and they just all sort of blink, get a sense of like where they are, what they're doing. More confusion than before, but conscious confusion, as all the people who had been affected by the hag's spell and then warded from that by this creature's best attempt come back to themselves.
Yeah, that's it.
This creature looks to you, gives you a little like head tilt and kind of a nod, and then the silver magic around you flashes again, and you are back in the present. And we see some time has passed. Pine, you are loading the last of your shotgun shells into your shotgun as the Alp, dragging Agent Brightwood, is approaching Rook, who is now like up against a column, having like a split lip and like a large portion of their chest just like lacerated by claw marks. You can see blood all over the Alp's fingers. Z, you are lying against another column, getting to your feet. There is a large stab wound in your leg from the Alp's razor tail that has been whipping around at you all. Corinne, the creature wakes up, stands quickly, and looks to you. Your friends have been defending you as you woke this thing up. And Pine, you sort of slide in with the shotgun and sort of like aim it at this Alp. You want to roll kick some ass?
Stay the fuck away from my friends.
Hey!
Get it?
Kick some ass.
Kick some Alp.
Kick some Alp. Okay, 4 and a 5, so 9, 10.
What's your bonus?
I definitely want to force them where I want them, like back off.
Sure.
To hoping the shotgun, like nice and close, just kind of push, even like just 5 feet, just like back up.
We've described Pine this whole session as a very like comedic character, but we haven't had time to really get into the fact that like they're a full-on like con artist criminal. Like they've been in this shit before.
Moriarty level bitch.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Al Capone.
This little crook who somehow landed a job making it right at the agency just waits as this demon fucking marches forward. The shotgun presses against their chest as they grin and drool down at you. and one little glob hits the barrel of the gun, and you just go,
That's close enough.
yeah, let's go.
Get it.
The Alp is sent flying back in the air. They are caught so off guard by this blast that they do let go of Agent Brightwood. Corinne, you're awake. You got this little dragon creature side by side with you.
I'll just shout to the others, "Don't worry, guys, help's here!" And yeah, I will pick up the flamethrower and aim it at the demon. And since there's finally something for Corinne to just go full overkill mode on, she just shouts, "Everybody get down!" And she'll try to burn it.
Nice.
Tuck and roll.
Roll kick some ass.
Hell yeah. 7.
Okay, on a mixed success, you and this demon will exchange harm with each other. But Aiden is going to roll protect someone. Let's see how she does. That is a 10. She is going to choose the inflict harm on the enemy option. So, you fire this flamethrower at the Alp. You catch it in the air, and it hits the pavement from the shotgun blast and gets up as you are just like wreathing its body in fire. But this is a demon spawn, and it stands with the fire just coursing around its body.
Shit.
Yeah.
But your little dragon friend, their tail wraps around your flamethrower, and suddenly this fire changes from the orange of the fuel to a silver magical flame.
Oh, amazing.
And the Alp starts to run at you. Huge leaping, bounding steps. We see Aiden leap forward and grab onto its tail, and she throws her feet into the tile floor of the station and holds it in place 2-3 feet from you, its arms reaching, trying to get at the flamethrower. And she just calls out to you,
Finish it!
Mommy.
as your silver draconic flame hits this Alp, she is engulfed with it as well, and the two of them are just wreathed in this silver flame. But you let it burn. And after a little while, you start to not hear the cries of this nightmare creature anymore. You see its legs drop, and that's all that drops as the rest has been charred away.
Let's fucking go!
Sick!
Corinne.
Rook's gonna look at the dragon and be like, "You want a job?"
Aiden, are you okay?
The dragon releases its tail from the flamethrower and takes a couple cautious steps forward regarding Aiden, who's sort of standing there. Her suit is all charred up, her jacket's half ripped off. But she doesn't look burned. She looks surprisingly okay, given the amount of fighting she's been doing. And it doesn't seem like that silver fire hurt her at all. She makes eye contact with the dragon and says to it, "I'm glad you're safe. I wish you could stay, but you have to get out of here." And she glances towards the still open Hellmouth and the station wall. The little dragon spirit leaps from the platform down onto the third rail, arcing trails of electricity sparking around its 4 hooves as they touch down. It looks back at your group one more time before its entire body glows even brighter. It seems to become raw electricity and then shoots away down the train tunnel as a crackle of lightning on the tracks.
Thanks for teaching me about tornadoes in Minnesota.
Corinne, you got some cool friends.
That was fucking sick. Ow.
I think it was an information dragon. It seemed to be hooked up to the internet.
Wi-Fi dragon.
Yeah.
Our phones suddenly lose signal and the dragon was giving us Wi-Fi.
Ah, shit.
Ah, darn.
Speaking of, when the dragon disappears, all the lights that are left that aren't smashed to pieces turn back on, and power is restored to this section of the city.
Oh, hey.
Corinne, you did it!
Wasn't me. I mean, a little.
Aiden, she looks very thoughtful, uncharacteristically distracted compared to how she was when she first arrived and was like, all right, what are we doing? What's the mission? But she then realizes when she looks at you, Corinne, that you're still weeping, and so is Rook. And she glances over at the Hellmouth, which is still there, crackling and flickering. And she says, "We should get out of here. That's too big for the 5 of us to handle. We might need to evacuate more of the city until the agency can get that under control."
You sure?
The last Hellmouth I saw closed on its own. There's a spell to do it, but I don't remember enough of it to risk trying it now. Plus, I'm pretty spent.
And from the looks of it, so are all of you.
Okay.
Fuck.
You're all gonna have your hands full for a while.
Right.
More than they already were.
Rook is gonna help Z to their feet if they need it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your unquenchable vitality is starting to close the wound in your leg, but
Mm-hmm.
you're hurt.
It's gonna take a bit.
Yeah. Aiden will hold out her hand and she says,
Let's go, Rook team.
All right, all in.
And Corinne's gonna stick her hand out.
Yep, Rook does too.
Colin pushes the hand pile down low enough for Pine.
Yep.
yeah. But you put your hand in as well, and with all of Rook team safely in contact, a gold flashed. And you guys evacuate Park Station, now a site of a hellmouth, and appear outside the Night Curse aura, which has also not gone away, even though the hag died. When hags die, the last spell they cast becomes a permanent curse.
Oh, come on.
The Boston EC agency now has a night orb and hellmouth to deal with in the future. And that's where we'll end our session.
Damn.
We kind of solved the problem.
Yeah.
Technically, it wasn't our fault. It was out.
I didn't do it. And then made significantly worse problems that are longer lasting.
Yeah.
You all did great.
So we didn't kill anyone.
We did it. We saved the city.
Oh my god.
Thank you to all my guests for playing with me, some of them for the first time trying out Monster of the Week. Let's go around and let everyone know where they can find y'all on the internet.
Who do we start with?
You talk to see you first.
Cool, great. Hi, everyone. I'm Diana Faye. I'm also known as Diana of the Rose. I am a TTRPG content creator, Twitch streamer. I am at Diana of the Rose literally everywhere, and I help teach people how to play TTRPGs like this one and get a little bit better at it, more confident at it. And then I'm also funny sometimes. So come check it out.
Funny sometimes. Everything funny coming out their mouth the entire session.
Yeah, the entire time. Funniest person here.
Entirely hilarious the entire time. What do you mean?
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh, you guys are too sweet.
All right, Lex, you're up.
Hello, I am Smallbird Lex. You can find me at Smallbird Lex. I do TTRPG, streaming, VTubing, and art. So check me out at Smallbird Lex. Yeah.
Ambrose?
Hey everybody, I'm Ambrose. It's your boy. I am the creative director and founder of Othersider Studios, a TTRPG studio focused on horror, mystery, and investigation. I'm an award-winning TTRPG performer and GM, and keeper of the award-winning actual play Arcane Core, which is a dark urban fantasy game. You can find me everywhere as SS Ambrose, unless it's a place that really hates me, then put an underscore at the end of that. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah. And our fearless leader, let's close it out. Maisie.
God damn it. Hi. I'm Maisie Lynn. I'm at Maisie Linny on pretty much all social media except for Twitter. I am a variety content creator. I stream shit on Twitch. I also play video games on there. We like to do horror games over there. It's just about being funny and trying to make people laugh and shit. I shouldn't be allowed outside. But yeah, if you want to find me anywhere, it's at Maisie Linny. Yeah, either that or just check in your closet. I might be lurking. Thank you. And you're low on milk, by the way.
For everyone joining us who are fans of these wonderful creators and checking out the Storyteller Squad for the first time, thank you for listening. I'm Natalie Fuinia. You can find me and my cast on the Storyteller Squad for more Monster of the Week adventures like this one, and plenty more Autumnal Lesbians and Lo-Fi Witchy Cryptids. Thank you all so much for checking us out. If you want to start the main series, we have tons of onboarding options to help you do that. You can check those out on our website, thestorytellersquad.com, under the Where to Start tab. And you can follow our social media and visit us as we make appearances at conventions throughout the year. We are at Story Squad Cast on every social media platform that is still hospitable for humans who make art and isn't completely overrun or overmanaged by fascists. And yeah, once again, thanks for checking out this episode. I hope you'll stick around and join us for more. But for now, we will see you next time, adventurers. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.